And here we go, 6 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show. MJ, Fester, Froggy, Roxanne. And Roxanne just like a hyena over here. I don't know what's going on with you lately, but you've been a giggle-matic. You've been a giggle machine. It seems incessantly for a couple of weeks. Just
really?
Yeah. You'll just go into like a giggly kind of, cascading meltdown.
Like fits?
Yeah, a giggle fit. Oh, that's it. Giggle fit. Fessy, you just heard the giggle, right?
Yes.
And I'm just trying to figure out what's up.
I was just laughing this morning.
All right.
Just funny thoughts in my head. Namely, like yesterday, you and Fester doing your dance to the diabetes commercial that is making its rounds on the interwebs now.
Are you talking about the Jardiance
Yeah, the
commercial?
Jardiance commercial.
Oh, man. I think Andrew put that Jardiance thing up on the soundboard here.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance. At each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see.
Fester, why didn't you bring up Jardiance yesterday and start this mania?
Jardiance. Well, you ask the room, what commercial does my wife Michelle hit mute on right away?
Oh, that's right.
Ended up, the answer for your question was the Burger King commercial, but when we were taking guesses, I thought it was the Jardines commercial.
It was the BK, have it your... And it's the guys like singing the lyrics, and every commercial sounds like the dude is making up the lyrics as he goes along.
Right.
It's not like a real jingle where, man, the lyrics have been carefully written and scripted.
Like
and
the one we just heard. That's a real musical piece.
I mean, it is. That Jardines commercial, it's like some kind of Broadway production or something.
Pretty impressive.
And she's jumping around. She's on a fountain. She's got all kinds of, crazy moves going on. She's running through some movie set street somewhere. That was a big commercial production.
And you have BK.
And then the BK, it's like, have a Whopper and some French fries, and our employees sometimes wear a hairnet in the back. BK, have it your way. I mean, you rule! Those BK commercials are driving my wife nuts.
Oh, no.
And they run a lot during football. Michelle is a bigger NFL football fan than I am. And listen, Monday night football, Thursday night football, the Sunday games, blah, blah, blah. The special, like London games or German games for the NFL. Michelle, I'm telling you, is into the NFL more than I'm into the NFL.
Is she going to sports bars and stuff to watch the games?
No,
Michelle's here. Michelle.
No, she's just watching them at home. Got multiple TVs on so she can move around the house and not miss. But her problem is that Burger King commercial. BK, have it your way. A takeoff, a play on the old have it your way commercials from the 1970s when I was a little, running around. And she hates those Burger King commercials. She cannot hit mute fast enough on the TV remote to shut the audio down when the commercials come on. And then Fester brings up Jardines because I was like, hey, guess which commercial Michelle mutes as soon as it comes on. And Fester guessed Jardines. And then we played the Jardines commercial like we just did. And I'm kind of dancing around trying to imitate the lady in the commercial. And then Froggy's a Weisenheimer over here. Froggy's a big old
Weisenheimer? What are you, my grandfather?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Froggy's a wise ass over here.
There you
and
go.
Froggy, he takes the video from MJTV and then does a mashup with some Richard Simmons deal from 1980.
It was a Richard Simmons dance video, and I think you fit perfectly with it because you sort of look like Richard.
Where'd you do this?
I did it on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, you record MJTV off of YouTube onto your phone, then he spliced it together.
I did it in like 2 minutes. It was very fun.
Can you send me the video so I can put it up on our social?
Put a link to his Facebook page.
Have you posted this anywhere?
My Instagram's actually entertaining. Yes, you can see it at Froggy MJ Radio.
All right. I'll
on
share that.
Instagram. I'm not going to post it anywhere else. You know what? Check out my Instagram for once. If you want to check out MJ dancing with Richard. It's pretty funny.
You can get skinny. You can get skinny.
You should play the audio because it's a great song that you're dancing to.
Oh, great. All right, we'll do this later on. Let me make it. Please make a note of it. Let me make a note of Froggy, MJ, Richard Simmons, mash up. Okay, I just made a note.
Quick, simple, to the point.
Later on, we'll play the audio and...
I've never seen you look so happy, really.
Yeah. So I was exaggerating and like jumping around the studio like a maniac trying to simulate the lady in the Jardines commercial.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardines.
But apparently it's not taking the weight off. Yeah, the Jardines... The Jardines apparently doesn't do what Ozempic, Wegovy, and Monjaro does, right?
I don't know. There's so many of them now.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying from a visual
That's the
standpoint.
best one. That's the best song of all of them.
Oh, it is.
I've never been so envious of people with diabetes as I am right now.
They're living their best lives.
They really are. They're everywhere.
Man, all right, so, and then Andrew, we'll deal with this later on. Andrew found a little piece about that lady in the Jardines commercial. You know, the heavy woman in the Jardines commercial.
Her name is Deanna.
Right, we know that.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
Andrew uncovered some little fact about her. And Fester, don't blow it now. We'll talk about it later on when Froggy talks about his video again, because I'm sure he's going to want to talk about it in prime time.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. So, and then Roxanne, God, how do I put this? Management's poking around.
Oh, yeah?
I was asked to do something, and I feel a little creepy about it.
What?
And you're talking to me about it?
Yeah, it has to do with you. I had an inquiry from management yesterday regarding you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Management knows where to find me.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's not hard to find.
No, they don't want you to know that they came to me.
Oh, wait, that's
Okay,
shady.
that's super shady.
Yeah, it's kind of shady. All right, so hold on. I got
You just blew that.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
Well, no, listen, I obviously intended to talk about it. I'm not trying to, beat around the bush here.
I have something I found out yesterday.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Well.
So two can play that
Yeah,
game.
you're not going to get one over on the one-upper.
I was got something in my pocket.
Roxanne's always the one-upper.
Well.
Oh, you went there? I went there too.
This could get a little uncomfortable. So, all right, hang on. We got, I guess, a game of one-upsmanship coming up this morning on the MJ Morning Show as well. Plus, we might play that Jardines commercial 19 more times. All right, hold on. We're back in minutes. Just getting rolling. It's a busy Tuesday here on the MJ Morning Show, Q105. Pat's got traffic, 608. Hey, Pat.
Okay, the only problem we have is north.
It is the MJ Morning Show, Q105, MJ and the Crew 621 here on Tuesday. And Roxanne, calm down. In due course, Roxanne won't stop bugging me on what did management come to you about me.
Listen, what's this about? I can think of a number of things. I can rattle them off.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Prattle and rattle. Go right ahead.
No, it's not. Right. It's not. It's going to be no.
If you're just tuning in, folks, at the beginning of the show, I don't know how it came up, but it Fester, what are you looking at Roxanne for with a crazy...
In the middle of her, no, and you started talking, Roxanne had this awkward sneeze out of nowhere.
I wonder what that...
No, it was like a breaker one.
It was like so she's like, no. And I'm like,
it was like a nose breaker 19 snort? Is what...
Yes. From the
breaker
angle
19 over... So if you missed it at the very beginning of the show, I don't know how I wiggled it in, but I said something like, Roxanne, management's inquiring about you. Yeah, they asked me they want me to report something regarding you, and I'm like, I didn't respond.
Oh, okay. Then I do want to chime in. Did you want to report that Roxanne does more web posts than anybody? Did you want to report that Roxanne stays here later than everybody? Did you want to report that I properly put in for vacation time? What's the report about?
Listen,
so defensive right away.
Roxanne, don't shoot the messenger here. I mean,
Are we supposed to do everything you just said? Because I don't know any of it.
Hey, Roxanne, don't get all.
Listen. Let's kind of shift gears here. I do want to reveal. I want to do my big reveal that I discovered, because I don't want it to. It is a really good one. I don't want it to be. Mine's like sweet. Yours sounds snarky.
Hold on a minute. Hang on. Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay.
I'm not being snarky.
Why do you assume it's bad?
Snarky.
Management came to me and essentially they've kind of asked me to spy on you once. I mean, it's awkward. It's weird.
Yeah.
Management wants me to report on certain things regarding Roxanne. I'm like, I didn't say anything. I'm like, but I said to myself after the fact, I'm like, I'm not going to do this. Why are they coming to me on this? Give me a freaking rock. Why?
I would not poke the cheetah. Is that what you were?
Hold on. Why are you Fest? Why you just go?
They're trying to make you their management mole.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It's a
MJ, the management mole.
It is a mole roll. It is a mole. You're right. It's a mole-like roll. So a few minutes ago, folks, beginning of the show, I said, yeah, and Roxanne, management's poking around, asking questions about you, and I will talk about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it right here, but you wanted to guess on what management?
No, I thought those were smart aleck guesses.
Hold on, I thought you were going to prattle and rattle.
Those are smart aleck guesses.
Those
were like, okay, what are they inquiring about? How I work on the weekends? How this job has turned into a 60-hour not fun job anymore?
How you've
let's go easy for a second.
How you've neglected your kids so much that you got a visit from the Department of Children and Families.
Listen, Roxanne is automatically assuming whatever you have in your trick bag here, MJ.
It's not my trick.
Setting it up like a tricky trick bag.
It is not my trick bag. This is not an ambush.
You know you're not going to get nothing but static from her until you tell her.
Instead of Roxanne just kind of, okay, fine, whatever. And when it comes to you, she's getting uber defensive right away.
Like if you told me and Fetch the same thing, we'd be like, all right,
so
and not care.
All right, so Roxanne, what were you going to hit me with?
Get him, Rox.
Well, this is going to get you.
Oh,
yesterday.
Sooner or later, Rox is gonna get you. Sooner or later, Rox is gonna get you.
That's a song right there,
It is. Look at that.
I like that.
Yesterday, some of the texters.
Makes tomorrow seem so far away.
No. Yesterday, Roxanne had so much to say.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. I can't say
it was really good.
Texters tipped me off to something.
Oh, the texters tipped you off to something regarding me?
Regarding you.
Oh.
I got quite a few little messages scattered throughout the day. It was really blah, 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 blah. So I went back and I watched what they were referring to, and I realized you like me. Like you really like me. Like not in an infidelity way and not in a creepy way, but you like really care about me.
Ew. Who says?
Oh my God.
Oh, you're talking. Well, listen, I know
exactly what she's talking about.
I was going to address this later on.
Oh my gosh, you totally care about me.
Well, hey, Well, it's Fester and me.
I know. Both of you guys do.
I know.
Both of you
Wait,
do.
I don't?
No.
Oh.
No. I know that Froggy and Andrew always like me. They're always nice to me on and off air. But you two showed your cards yesterday. Yes, you did.
All right, so go ahead and do the big reveal here.
The
At
big
6,
reveal
let's go.
is
at
that
6:26. Go ahead and reveal.
you guys were so tricked out, spun out, worried about me. Like, I watched your body language, MJ, when you went to break and you didn't know where I was. You were like pacing, you're on your phone, you're running your hands through your hair, and I saw your face, and it hit you. Like, in the first second, you go, where's Roxanne? Wait. This is not good. This is not good. And the like true emotion that I saw from you, I'm like, oh my gosh, he likes me. Not in a creepy way, but like a sister, like a brother-sister thing,
All right.
which is even more incredible because you don't have a sister. So for you to even have the frame of reference
that was
for
a
that.
good deflection.
Well, she died at birth.
Yeah.
She was attached to
No, I'm
MJ's
kidding.
ass.
Her name was Roxanne.
I'm kidding. All right. Here's the deal. For those that don't know what happened yesterday, Roxanne was an hour and 21 minutes late to the show yesterday. At 6 o'clock, the MJ Morning Show open ended. I introduced, hey, folks, MJ Morning Show, welcome to the program, blah, blah, blah. Fester, Froggy, and me. And then we got into something, and then it was a few minutes in. I'm like, where the hell is Roxanne? Because, you'll stroll in sometimes a minute late or 30 seconds late or whatever. But, we're like 4 or 5 minutes. We're like deep into the first segment of the program, which typically goes from 6 to about 6:07 or 6:08. And you're not here. And then I look at my phone. There's no text from you. And you typically let us know, hey, guys, I'm running 30 seconds late, blah, blah, blah. And nothing. And then we try to call you. So when we went to break, when we were in commercials at like 6:09, Pat's doing traffic, commercials are running. I go to my contacts to bring up your cell number, and I call you, and it goes right to voicemail. It doesn't even ring. It goes right to voicemail. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And then we can't reach you for half an hour. We don't know where you are. We call you. We call Doug's cell phone, and Doug doesn't pick up. Your phone goes right to voicemail. Yeah, we had no idea where you were. That has never happened to that extent in the 3 years we've been working with you with the return of the MJ Morning Show. And Fester and I were concerned. Yeah, we were concerned.
Yes.
I've never been more relaxed.
We didn't know whether you went to ditch somewhere, whether you drove off the Howard Franklin, whether you were a victim of the West Chase slasher.
Yep,
I said face up in a
First
ditch.
Yes.
segment, Froggy's the one that really kind of put MJ and I over the edge because she said, what was it?
Face down in a ditch.
Face down in a ditch.
And why isn't it ever face up?
Yeah,
in
then
it?
tried to make a face up, face down ditch joke.
As long as ditch was still on the table as a possible outcome, we were concerned. As soon as ditch was off the table.
You're telling me that listeners
Yes. They said,
alerted
they texted
you
me.
that Fester and MJ were very concerned about your tardiness
Yes.
yesterday?
They're like, it was quite sweet how concerned they were. And so, I went back and watched it, and it was only, like a little 5-minute span of when it hit you. And then into the next break, I had texted you by then and said, I overslept.
Yeah.
And it was quite, I was like, oh my gosh.
You moseyed in and strolled in at 7:21 yesterday.
Yeah, that had to drive in traffic.
Hour and 21 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
All right, so is that your little thing to hit me up on?
My little thing is, MJ likes Roxanne.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Maybe you should say something more like, MJ doesn't want Roxanne to be dead.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't
that's
want to. I don't feel like going to a funeral.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I'm busy enough. I don't need a funeral.
Hey.
My black shirt doesn't fit that well right now.
So we got a little sidetracked here, so I'm a little removed from it. But if you heard the last commercial break we just ran, we came out of, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, whatever, 8 minutes ago. So the last commercial break had a Kohl's commercial, the Kohl's retail store.
Yeah.
And listen to this. I want to play the Kohl's commercial here because I heard this on TV as well. Listen to this.
It's only October, but I'm already thinking about the holidays. Specifically about how I always procrastinate on gift shopping. But not this year. With Kohl's 3-day deal dash, I got 50% off an...
You hear the music?
Yeah.
Do you hear the music in that?
Yeah.
That's a song.
We were young.
Yeah, hold on. No, that's not that. That's, all right, Fester.
What?
bring up, go to YouTube quickly here.
Okay. Go.
Go to YouTube
Yep.
and type in Supergrass All Right. Supergrass.
I thought that was We Are Young, We Are.
I think that's maybe that's it. All right, now bring up the song. All right, you got it?
The 2015 remastered version?
Yeah, that's fine. Just bring that up. All right. And I don't know if there's the Chevy Silverado commercial there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Reset it again. Just reset it to the beginning. So it's another one of these songs in commercials that it's like, man, that's a good sounding song. What is that?
It's only October, but I'm already thinking about the holidays.
Kohl's.
Specifically about how I always procrastinate on gift shopping. But not this year. With Kohl's 3-day deal dash.
So that's the Kohl's commercial. Like, man, I like that. And then roll it again, Fester, from the beginning. Roll yours from the beginning. I said reset it. And it's a great song as well. It's kind of like, the Light Me Up from a Bronze Radio Return.
Yeah.
The song that they're using in the Advent Health commercial, which I can't get the hell out of my head. I got a total earworm going on.
If you're feeling good, that's all I need to know. 'Cause you light me up, oh, you light me up when you let your go.
And that's in the Advent Health commercial they're running all the time. And apparently they also run it on the screen at Bucks games, too. And they're blaring the song. Yeah, so of late, there are just a number of commercials that are running with really, good songs that I guess they weren't big hits. Like Bronze Radio Return was never really a big hit, but it sounds like it could have been. And then Froggy, you knew the lyric to the Kohl's commercial they're using, which is
That's a
Supergrass.
popular song.
Was that a big song?
Yeah, big in a lot of 80s movies.
I've never heard of the band Supergrass.
Yeah, either did I.
I've never,
Supertramp.
I've heard of Supertramp.
I've heard of Superman, Supertramp.
Heard of Super Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 6:34 at the MJ Morning Show. I'm running just a little bit late here. We'll get back to early morons in the news in just a minute, so stand by. So that's right. Hold on. Back in minutes and early morons in the news. I got a pretty... Typically in this segment at 6:40ish, now 6:43, but typically we do early morons in the news in this segment, but sometimes we get detoured with something else and I have to push it. And like, MJ, I'm in the car at that time. And then when you push it to the next segment, I'm already at work or whatever. Well, first of all, I say, you got to figure out how to keep listening to the show, folks. On top of telling 3 people a day to listen to the MJ Morning Show. Again, trying to grow the audience to ginormous levels. We already have a big listening audience, but I want the audience even larger. Like Leon. Leon is getting larger. The MJ Morning Show audience is getting larger. So tell 3 people a day, and especially people that you don't think listen to the MJ Morning Show, tell them to give us a shot. Tell them where to find us, MJ Morning Show, Q105, 104.7 FM. You can stream us live. You can watch MJ TV live, blah, blah, blah. So on top of telling 3 people a day, keep in mind for you, you don't have to stop listening when you get out of your car. I mean, use your phone. We're on all the major apps. You can stream Q105 on your phone. Listen at work. your desktop computer. Listen to us on your desktop. Anyway, there's a lot of ways to keep listening to the show. All right, I have a couple of morons in the news stories here that I think are paramount. First of all, Froggy, if I were to single out anyone on the show, I'd be most concerned about you on this. And when I read the headline, I think it'll become crystal clear and evident.
I can't imagine.
This is out of Broward County. So this is out of, South Florida. 6 kids sent to the hospital after eating cannabis-infused gummies at a Florida Boys and Girls Club. Isn't that lovely?
Obviously, somebody had them, right? Or the kids brought them?
Yeah, you send your kids to the Boys and Girls Club, and next thing you know, they're all flying high on some edibles. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, 6 kids at Lauderhill in Broward County were sent to the hospital this week because they ate cannabis-infused gummies. Lauderhill police officers were called to the Boys and Girls Club at blah, 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 19th Street 3 times between the hours of 3:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. in reference to 8 kids who ingested the candy gummies, according to Channel 6 in Miami. Yeah, the news station reported that the children were all between the ages of 6 and 8. That's lovely.
All right, so somebody obviously brought them.
Yeah.
6 of the 8 children were sent to hospitals after they ate the candy. The 2 other kids were released to their parents. Yeah, a representative for the Boys and Girls Club of South Florida told the TV station that the gummies were brought in by one of the kids involved and shared with the other students that were there. And, of course, what happened here? Folks, you got to keep track of your stash. Make sure your kids, 6, 7, 8-year-olds, they don't find your little gummy stash, your little edible stash.
And you know what else? You have to make sure your kids, if you don't have a stash, that you constantly beat it over their head not to eat candy that their friends have. I always tell my kids that. I don't ever want you to put anything gummy in your mouth unless you come talk to mommy and show it to me. It has to be in a package that I approve.
The Boys and Girls Club.
Jeez.
That is a really,
Seriously.
really specific order.
Because this happens.
Missing out on some Haribo.
I must approve the packaging. Yes. So, MJ, the problem with these edibles, if you take one of these gummy edibles, you're going to get to where you want to go in like 2 hours. Because they take a while to kick in.
But what about a kid?
Yeah.
So a kid, I have a friend, and a friend of Froggy's also.
But this is happening all over the country. The kids are getting into the edible stashes because the kids think that they are candy.
Right. So you eat one.
Yeah, the kid's not going to eat one. They're going to eat 5.
Right. And then 2 hours later, they're not just, high.
Right.
They're out of their mind, passed out.
Because with
freaked out.
The adults know their edibles. They know how many they can take. They know, you pop 1 or 2 edibles. The adults know. The kids think they're regular candies, and the kids are popping those things like, When edibles first came out, Froggy, our mutual friend Brian, somebody brought brownies to work, and he knew, and the person's like, "Oh, try one." So he tried one. He sat around for 20 minutes. Nothing happened. He tried 3 more, and then he flew to Hong Kong without leaving the ground because they all kicked in at the same time. So these edibles have, there's a lot of danger to them if you eat too many of them. Are you serious? And
This is what you guys do at General RV?
Who's this mutual friend, Brian?
Just one of my buddies.
He's an old buddy of Froggy's who
I have friends all over.
Froggy has more friends than any of us combined.
How did you describe him? Like the most solitary person with the most friends?
Froggy, yes.
The biggest loner with the most
biggest
friends.
loner with the most friends is Froggy.
Hey, so just a heads up, if you are an edible consumer, hey, moms and dads out there, make sure the kids don't have access to your edibles because they don't know they're edibles, especially if they're younger. They think it's just regular candy.
Stop singing.
Listen, I'm just trying to be obnoxious to sink the point in here.
You make me want to have an edible right now singing like that.
Anyway, so 6 kids. And listen, you're right. Kids don't know they're edibles, and they're just popping those things, probably just a whole handful of them, right? Well, these edibles, do they come in bags like a Haribo gummy bear, or do these get put into, when you go to a dispensary, do these dispensaries, do they sell it by the pound and they put it in their own little baggie, or are these like pre-packaged like a candy you'd buy like
No,
gummy worms on the shelf at Target or something?
If you're responsible and you go to the dispensary, it's in a little bag and it's zipped up and locked up. So
I went to a dispensary in Colorado, and they came in little tins. Like they came in candy-ish looking packaging to me.
well, Colorado's all different beast.
Yes.
They have all that stuff.
When we get back, I got a stalking story, and you're not going to believe this. It involves tomatoes. A stalking story with tomatoes. And no, they're not delicious Ruskin tomatoes, folks. This is a crazy story, and this dude is in big trouble for stalking and tomatoes. And if you're a firefighter, it's probably not a good idea to put pictures online of your hose. Okay? All right. Man, those are two good items. I just teased some good items, folks. And they're next. Hang on. Back in a second on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. That is in minutes. Want to talk about my good friends at morning. And I'm sure you've been in an uncomfortable relationship at some point, or I don't know, maybe you did the stalking or someone did the stalking on you, and maybe it wasn't like aggravated. It was, more of, somebody that had an interest, and maybe the relationship didn't work, or whatever the story is. So, Roxanne, listen, you're the woman in the room, and I'm sure you broke many hearts over the years.
Oh, so many.
How many hearts would you say you broke? Give me an estimate of how many hearts that you broke over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Roxanne Broken Hearts.
So Roxanne's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, now you're
Baker.
Now
I'm singing.
Now you're singing, Froggy. That's great.
I'm going to sing everything today, just so you know how it feels.
So I've got a crazy stalking story. Crazy for you, baby. Sorry.
That's good.
I got a crazy stalking story.
Mm-hmm.
How many hearts would you say you've broken over the years?
67.
Come on, give me a real answer.
That's probably
That
a real
seems,
number.
I mean, that was pretty quick to be fake.
She actually has them counted 67.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Is that
degrees.
Is that a pretty roughly good estimate?
Yeah.
Now, if you really want to be shocked, ask the age range.
67.
Average age, 67 years old. No, average age. Yep.
Nope.
So you would estimate over the years you broke 67 hearts on guys?
I mean, different capacities.
By spurring their advances, or somebody that asked you out and you rejected them?
I mean, they're all different
My
categories.
goodness. You know what she's like? She's a man-eater.
Stop it, Froggy. All right, now, Roxanne, let me ask you conversely before I get into my crazy stalking story involving tomatoes. Man, this is weird, man. How many times have you had your heart broken? Has a guy ever broken your heart?
I have no heart.
I have no heart.
It's an empty pit in
It's
here.
An empty shell.
It's an empty chamber. It's an empty crevasse.
It's just a machine. I'm a robot.
Come on, just be
No,
honest.
I don't know. I mean, define having your heart. Have I been
on,
cheated
Rock.
on?
Don't-
Yes.
don't-
Have
don't-
I,
don't-
lost? So, I mean, like, define heartbreak. I mean, I guess you could define my marriage as heartbreak because we didn't stay together. But that was like
I'm talking about not the first guy you married, the former wannabe pro baseball player. I'm talking about. In your lifetime, has your heart been broken by a guy that dumped you, or someone that you were into and they didn't have interest in you?
I remember Matt McManus broke up with me in 8th grade.
Oh, come on. Mac McManus? Matt McManus.
Yes. And I remember just like crying. I was crying over that. My mom's like, Roxanne, another guy will be around in just a few minutes. Don't worry about it.
Roxanne, I'm not talking 8th grade. I'm talking like in real adult years.
Have I ever been like sad because of breaking up with somebody?
Has somebody broken your heart? I mean, how tough is this?
You're breaking my heart with this segment.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart with this segment too. I don't want to talk about it.
It's not, I'm sure.
No, I'm supposed to just look. I have a husband. That's who I'm focused on. I can't. Honestly, this is what happens. This is what's happened to my heart. The past is the past. I don't remember any of it. It's like. Whoop.
She has like past amnesia.
I do.
The heart will always go on, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, if that were only the
so
song.
you block them out.
I block it out.
Yeah.
Anything. I block it out.
And you like bleach bit it. You like just totally erase the hard drive. Is that it?
I erase the hard drive.
All right, the reason why I'm bringing this up is, listen, I'm trying to like dig into some emotions here, and I want to get like a barometer on this type of stalking here. A dude is accused of stalking a woman in New York for 4 years from a light aircraft involving tomatoes. No, I'm not playing Mad Libs. All right? I'm
confused.
So,
are you ready for me to roll this out?
Please.
Michael Arnold, who is 65 years old, was charged with aggravating stalking, impeding, providing false information to the police when they confronted him, for 4 years terrorizing Cassie Walouz from the air. He allegedly stalked the woman for years and dumped tomatoes on her home. What? What are you laughing at, Froggy?
I mean, of all things, is how to mess with somebody, dropping vegetable or is it fruit?
Did he have like a drone?
Well, technically, a tomato's a fruit. But, dude, light aircraft. The dude was flying his own Cessna, would fly over her house and dump tomatoes on her house for 4 years.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
How stained was her house?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and you know, tomatoes, they kind of degrade everything they touch. You know how you can't put a sandwich, like a turkey sandwich, in the fridge with a tomato on it?
Oh, no.
Because the tomato acid will eat the bread and make it all icky and eat the turkey.
The tomato
Yes.
will eat the sandwich.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if I had done this, I would have to use San Marzano DOP tomatoes.
Would you? I mean, those are
Yeah.
such nice tomatoes.
Yeah, they are.
You use the cheap stuff.
So here's the deal. New Hampshire dude was arrested for using his small airplane, his Cessna, to stalk a woman in New York for 4 years, pelted her home with tomatoes from the sky. Michael Arnold, 65, charged with aggravated stalking, impeding. I gave you the whole little rundown here. Terrorized this woman, Cassie Walouse, since 2019. Arnold would fly a single-engine Cessna and stalk the woman in New York.
Well, he would buzz her house?
Yes.
I mean, use other words besides stalk. I mean, he was buzzing her house in a plane dropping
Now,
tomatoes.
this is according to authorities in Bennington County, Vermont.
How was he
Now-
dropping them? Just pushing them out the door?
Yeah, well, you have a
Little
little
window.
side. You have a little side window you can open up.
and you-
So
oh my God, how
the-
dangerous.
The woman, Cassie, lives in Schenectady, New York, which is right near Albany. And she said, he is terrorizing us. He flies so close to the house, and it feels like he's going to go through the house. She accused him of waking her family up at 7 a.m. 3 times a week with the sounds of the aircraft over the house. Her roof and windows and doors would rattle from the flybys. And this guy appeared in Vermont Superior Court last week, pleaded not guilty, previously posted a $5,000 bond, was ordered not to go within 300 feet of his own airplane. So he can't even get in or near his airplane at this point.
Ah,
Man, this is nuts. An FBI agent in Albany reported Arnold was keeping his plane at the Bennington Airport in Vermont, and he was served with temporary restraining order papers there over the summer. But Walouse reported seeing Arnold flying over her home on September 29th. She called the police and the FBI and the FAA. They found the plane in Bennington. Officers were able to determine that Arnold was, in fact, flying his plane from this airport in Vermont toward New York several days earlier. Video then showed Arnold flying out of the airport and heading toward New York, toward the lady's home. Arnold denied that he was flying the airplane, but refused to say who the pilot was. I mean, what a mess here.
Does she live like on acreage, or is she like in a subdivision or something?
I don't
Or
have
house-
that. I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
How specific of a...
Send out some F-16s
Yeah.
to take that guy down.
oof.
And also, the man allegedly stalked Walouse from the ground as well. In May, he was caught driving by Cassie's home, and he was eventually arrested and charged with additional counts of stalking.
Were tomatoes involved in that?
But
If you're stalking somebody, wouldn't you throw like celery stalks or what is it? Broccoli stalks?
frocks of stalker,
Yeah, there you
celery,
go.
and
I would just
I'm
throw
stalk-
stalks of
Stalking. If you're a stalker, you throw
so
a
Yeah.
stalk.
you think you ought to stalk with stalks, is what you're
or
saying.
stockings.
Right.
I'm
Socks,
stalking you.
Or socks.
So what motivated this guy? The story doesn't say. Why was he stalking this woman?
And how do you get such a good deal on tomatoes?
we don't know if he got a good deal on tomatoes. But listen, the situation warrants additional answers. I want to know. I mean, you'd have to assume that at some point they had some kind of relationship, right?
Yeah.
But the story doesn't say. Fester, I can't see any more details,
No.
at least in the story that I have, which I saw this from the Daily Mail.
Well, you know, throwing tomatoes is like it's a form of audience participation that expresses disapproval or mockery.
Yeah.
What do you
No.
wait,
When
hold
you're a
on a
comedian?
minute. When you're at a show and somebody would throw tomatoes
Yes.
at a bad act?
Yes.
Come on,
so
that happened. That was like 1930s and 1940s
Hey,
that
this guy
happened.
really stinks. Where's the box of tomatoes?
Let me throw some tomatoes at the stage.
And it happened a lot in cartoons.
Because it was such a
I mean,
parody.
really, when was the last time somebody threw tomatoes at a bad performance on stage? 1947? I mean, really, come on.
You know, when my band gets together finally, we play, we're going to hand out tomatoes just to throw
Throw 'em
at
at
us.
us.
All right, and then moving along, I want to know more information on this. I there's nothing else available, but you would assume that the dude with the airplane and the tomatoes throwing them at the lady's house from the air for 4 years. I'm sure they had some kind of relationship, or
Yeah, of course.
yeah, but we don't have the details on that. All right, I mentioned the firefighter and the hose, and if you're a firefighter and you want to post nude pictures online, it's probably not a good idea to wear your uniform, your pants down, standing with like the Detroit City fire truck in the background while your wang is hanging out.
And the hose, like holding the hose out.
Well, that's
No.
that's the joke here, Roxanne.
What is he doing? Like a firefighter calendar shoot?
You know, Detroit firefighter who took nude photos on the job has returned to work after being suspended for 29 days without pay.
Could they see his hose?
Yeah, well, that's the deal. His hose was totally out, unraveled. The firefighter has returned to work following the 29-day suspension, according to John Roach, the Detroit Media Relations Director. Given that he had no prior disciplinary issues, we're confident that losing a month's pay will ensure he doesn't violate the code again. 9-year veteran, Detroit Fire Department, and the dude in one photo showed the guy's face, exposed genitals with the Detroit fire truck in the background. What does this guy do? What is he thinking, man?
with his hose just hanging out.
I like his hose.
All right, so well, listen, we've heard of these firefighter calendars, but sometimes they have no shirts on, but they have pants on. Okay, so if you're a firefighter,
You know what he should have done is put the hose in between his legs.
Yeah.
all right,
Really hose him over.
That's great. All right,
Because they wouldn't see it.
7:14 at the MJ Morning Show.
The hose loved him.
Great. All right.
Roxanne.
7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. Quick break. Hey, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on time here, and you guys are just delaying the whole
You're reading
segment.
your story here and
Yeah.
going through the thing, and we're saying hose 100 times.
I heard
Just
it.
Mocking you.
I heard it. All right.
What a hoser.
All right, 7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Fester, you think it's very important we talk to the high school kids about twerking?
Yes, very important. Very important twerking high school news.
We have a very important twerking story, which we have to talk about, and that is among the plethora of content as we launch an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next, folks. Don't move. We're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show right now. No music, no commercials, just nothing but award-winning MJ morning show content here at 726. You know, more iHeartRadio employees listen to the MJ morning show than any other morning show in the Tampa Bay market.
Welcome, guys.
You know what that reminds me of? You know, the old ABC. Hey, Andrew, were you able to find the old ABC thing? More. Yeah, do you have it? Yeah, it reminds me of this. I asked Andrew to find this. So, hang on a minute. Where is it? It's, where is it, Andrew? It's not on the button bar. Okay, all righty.
What is it? More people listen to?
No, it's more Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it? All right, hang on a minute. Here, this is, I think this is what I'm looking for.
Watched by more people than any other network. ABC.
No, I'm looking for the, we can't find the news one. Yeah, so I just wanted to point out that, well, I'm constantly made aware of how many employees of the other radio company in town or one of the other radio companies in town. I'm constantly made aware of how many employees across the street at iHeart listen to our show.
And we welcome.
I love that.
We welcome every one of you sons of bitches.
Listen.
Important people
Well,
or
listen.
bottom of the rung people?
Well, we do content and then I hear about it, but it happens all the time where specific content, people say, oh, hey, I was talking to so-and-so and they heard you talking about this, or it happens like every single day, it seems.
Would they get a comment on this time?
Well, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Let me put it that way. But I heard yesterday of more very recent MJ Morning Show content.
Welcome.
And it's like, all right, so employees of other radio companies listen to our morning show more than they listen to their own morning shows. And I'm like, well, that's because this is a pretty solid freaking morning show, okay? I mean, listen, pound for pound, this is the most consistent, most entertaining morning show in the entire Tampa Bay market, the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
At least we're funny.
Yeah, quite
sometimes.
frankly, I can't blame any of them for listening to us.
There's some really unfunny shows out there, I've noticed.
Now, we got to get to the twerking deal, but I just was handed a note.
Very important note.
Yeah, what is that?
Hold on, is this your kid?
Yes.
Oh.
How many other kids do you know name my kid's name?
I knew this girl once who had a dog named Hadley.
You really? Yes.
I swear. It was, what was that dog? It was what's that little fuzzy white dog that's like the size of a gerbil?
A Pomeranian?
No, that's not white. Pomeranians are like
gold.
Tan or goldish. Yeah.
It's like a
What
really
was it?
small,
Bichon Frise?
No, it's in that genre. But I used to know someone
And
that.
the dog's name was Hadley?
Yeah, the dog's name was Hadley.
How cute.
Yeah, exactly.
A
A
Maltese?
Maltese?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
A Maltese.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Good job.
That's it. It was a Maltese named Hadley.
If you feel better, I knew somebody that had a chinchilla named Chloe.
Oh, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, so today,
Well, Fester
big
has a
day.
daughter named Hadley.
Big day today.
How old is Hadley?
12.
Wow.
Oh, really? 12?
Yes.
Oh, man, one more year and she's
Driving.
a teenager.
Oh, wait,
No,
no.
that
Driving?
That's right. They're going to be 16
You
for
don't,
that.
you don't get your license at 13, Froggy.
What do you think?
Unfortunately.
What's the
You
matter
live
with
in
you?
Arkansas or something? Jeez, Frog.
So
no, it's happy.
Hadley's birthday?
Yes.
Hadley's birthday's today.
Wow.
Yes.
Big girl.
Is she in the car right now?
Yeah, I think this is their drive time.
Oh,
Well,
hold
happy
on.
birthday.
Yeah, let me call Allison.
You got her number?
Yeah, I do.
That's the thing about Allison, my wife, being in other people's phones, especially other men's phones. Alphabetically, my wife is always on the top of their phone book. So I had guys, I think of your wife every day. I'm like, you do? Yeah, she's first name I see in my phone book when I open it up. And I'm like, ugh, that's,
Is Hadley disruptive in class?
oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. She's
Your daughter.
wonderful kid, terrible student. Oh, she's,
Hello.
Allison.
Yeah.
Hey, it's MJ and your husband and Roxanne and Froggy. Is Hadley available?
Hi.
She is. Hold on a second.
All right, put Hadley on the phone.
Hello.
So, Hadley, we understand that it's somebody's birthday today.
It is.
Well, happy birthday, Hadley. Happy 12th birthday.
Thank you.
And any plans today? You guys going out to dinner, or is your dad going to shortchange you?
We're going to go out to dinner tonight.
Well, plus Hadley.
I am not going to be breaking our tradition of any birthday we have. Normally, any birthday. We always go to Froggy.
Hold on, your phone is in and out here. Yeah, hold on, hold on.
Hold on. The phone
Yeah,
sucks
the phone
today.
sucks today. So where are
Say
you?
it again, Hadley.
Where are you going?
We're going to Forge Garage.
Oh, that's
I
fantastic.
say right now, both of my kids.
My kids love that place.
I tell my kids, it's your birthday. You can pick any restaurant in the world. Any restaurant in the world. Both of my kids pick Ford's Garage every time.
Well, fantastic.
Hadley.
Yes.
Can you believe your daddy's going to get you a new doggy for your birthday?
Oh, hold on, Froggy. You weren't supposed to say that.
Oh,
It's a surprise. When she gets home from school, the dog is going to be at the house.
crap.
I'm getting that dog.
I can't write.
I'm getting that dog.
All right. How do we unwind this? All right, hold on. All right.
I'll take care of
Froggy,
it.
what's the matter with
it's
you?
a new dog, Hadley.
All right,
Finally.
Froggy, stop.
Finally, a new dog.
Froggy, stop. All right. No. Hadley.
What are you going to name it?
Yes.
Hadley.
What are you going to name your dog, Hadley?
Hadley, I am pressuring your dad to get you and your brother a dog, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, but there's no dog today as far as I know.
Yeah,
all right?
No dog today.
Oh, come on.
Hadley, happy birthday, okay?
Aw.
Thank you.
Happy
so
birthday.
much.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a good day at
birthday.
school.
All right. Hey,
That was
Fester,
an up and down for
listen, why
Get your kid a dog.
get the kids? Your kids want a dog.
My kids love their dogs.
A dog brings so much pleasure to the family.
Oh, my, it's the best.
It's having a great dog. There's nothing like it. Come on.
Do you know what brings so much pleasure to me? Not having a
Oh,
dog.
jeez, you are such a grump.
Oh, you're the worst.
You loved Bailey.
Come on, man. Get a dog for your kids. They're dying for a dog. Get them a dog.
This is a perfect day. Go to the Humane Society and get a ferret.
Just pick the first one.
Go get a pit bull, okay?
You could get a small dog, and then if you ever go on any vacations, you can travel the dog. You can fly it for like $150.
You can
each way.
travel the dog.
We used to be Chihuahua people before
Yeah.
we had
Can you,
kids.
can you explain that sentence to me, please?
yeah, what the hell
You can
was that?
travel the dog. Can you what?
You can travel a dog.
Can you explain that, please? Can you clarify?
Delete that.
I'm going to travel
All
the
right.
dog. MJ, I'm going to come visit Dogback.
All
I'm
right,
going to travel the dog.
Let's talk about twerking.
Yes.
Yeah, listen up, Hadley.
Yeah, this is important. I saw the story, and Fester also saw this story. Where the hell's Froggy going? Just walking out in the middle of the program.
I don't know.
Froggy!
He made a beeline for the back door.
Where's he? Froggy
I don't
just
know.
walked the hell
Give
out.
him a sec. Give him a sec. He's
All right.
He's all right.
So,
Yeah. You're going to talk
All right.
about twerking for the next minute.
Chill, bro.
so I saw the story. Fester saw this story, and Fester sent me a note last night with the link saying, you know what? We ought to talk about this during like high school drive time or when the kids are getting ready, when the high school, because an honor student lost a scholarship after a homecoming twerking video. Yeah, and
come
this
on.
this is a Louisiana high school student with a 4.2 grade point average. 4.2 had a scholarship endorsement taken away, ripped out from under her feet, withdrawn after a video of her twerking at a homecoming after party was posted on social media.
Dude, kids, when I was in high school, kids straight up grinded on the dance floor.
Is that fair?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kaylee Timonet. It's Timonet, but since it's Louisiana, I say ooh wee, Louisiana. Ooh wee. I'm gonna go with Timonet, right? Timonet.
I guarantee there's Timonet bitch working at the homecoming dance.
Kaylee Timonet, 17, a senior at Walker High School in Walker, Louisiana, was also removed as Student Government Association president after the video leaked out, which was filmed at a private event at a country club on September 30th. I mean, this is a fresh story. The video, which has since been deleted, reportedly showed the teen dancing behind a friend who was twerking at the after-hours bash. The mother of the daughter of the girl was in attendance as well. The DJ who played the party and filmed and posted the video told the outlet the dancing was harmless.
Absolutely.
How those kids were dancing was not bad. I've seen much worse, said DJ Savage. DJ Savage.
Well, I do declare, I guarantee you here in Louisiana, we can't have nobody twerking. She was twerking hotter than a big bowl of etouffee. You get on out here with that twerking here. Go Tigers. Yo.
So DJ
I love Cajun Fester.
I guarantee.
Folks, it's
I can't get enough.
Cajun
I can't get
Fester.
enough.
What's for dinner?
Listen, I'm glad, we got a big bowl of gumbo soup over here. We're gonna have a little.
Cajun Fester.
We don't drink that coffee crap around here.
Dude,
we eat that chicken.
why don't you just go get a job at Popeyes or something?
Oh, that chicken from Popeyes. I guarantee him we can. Listen, don't look at me with those saucy eyes, Miss Roxanne.
That chicken from Popeye.
Walk around like a bunch
You
of.
can get a job in the Louisiana kitchen.
You'll be looking at me like I'm a big old fat Mardi Gras float. I don't like that.
Oh, you are the size of a Mardi Gras float.
I'll throw you some beads. You show me your boobies. I guarantee that, Miss Roxanne. You want some beads here? The hard way.
You're killing Roxanne.
All right, that's enough.
Roxanne's
I can't take it.
That's
This
enough.
Is my favorite.
Cajun Fester.
Keep going all day.
How about them LSU Tigers here?
Festus, you thought this was a serious story. You're making a mockery out of it now.
If my kid was twerking at the dance, I would kick her ass from New Orleans to back on Rouge.
All right, I need you to shut Cajun Fester off.
No, shut off Cajun fella. The mouth of Cajun Fester is as wide as the delta of the Mississippi, running through Norens.
Running through what?
Norens.
New Orleans.
What? It's Norens. You don't move your lip when you say it.
I don't
It's
feel
Norens.
good.
Anyway, folks, especially tweens and teens.
My damn daughter won Princess of the Parish. She was Princess of the Parish. How come we have parishes and every other state has counties? Dumbass Louisiana.
She was the Thibodeau twerker of Tuesday.
Thibodeau twerker.
All right, that's enough. Just stop. All right.
Playing loosey goosey.
Stop it.
I like the
Stop doing it.
We're doing what?
Stop
People
making
love
your
it.
noises.
People love it. The texters love it.
Stop it.
Oh, that's good.
Louisiana.
You just turned this whole story into a mockery.
I guarantee.
This is
I swear on the statue of Andrew Jackson.
Can I get a I
that my daughter will
declare?
not be twerking. I do declare. Somebody call the governor. Drop your ass off at Huey Long High School. You look it up.
Stop it.
How much do you know about Louisiana?
I know everything about Louisiana.
Hey, he didn't work crawfish into it.
Not yet.
We have a crawfish boil coming up.
We have a big crawfish boil. Little chop a piece of crawfish, a little piece of carrots, and a little piece of potatoes and corn. Boil it up there. Put a little seasoning in it. A little Cajun style.
All right, that's
It's beignets.
all right.
All right, Fester, I
stop.
can't.
All right, that's enough.
Beignets. What, you think we uppity? Making that chicory?
Stop it. All right, we're just trying to do a warning here.
Don't.
You never know what you do that's going to end up on social media and potentially derail your academic career.
Okay, this is in no way the student's fault. I mean, they're having fun. They're at a party. There's and then who's the tight ass that pulled the scholarship? What foundation is that?
Yeah, I don't have in the story. I don't see who pulled it. Kaylee Timoney, 17, a straight A student at Walker High School in Walker, Louisiana, had a scholarship rescinded after appearing in a dance video posted online where some of her friends were twerking. So
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's absurd. I mean, you're trying to.
but you have to be very sensitive to anything you shoot, any video you appear in, even if somebody else shoots it. It was the DJ. It was DJ Savage on the Wheels of Steel, on the ones and the twos.
DJ Savage is having a hot crowd. He's putting
Guess
up
what?
a video on his socials.
Yeah, DJ Savage is putting up video to promote his DJ business, and DJ Savage just savaged this girl's academic career by having her scholarship withdrawn.
We need DJ Salvage to come in and help. Help the situation.
Trying to salvage this mess.
You know, I mean, if you're a really good twerker, sometimes you just want to show it off.
I mean, you probably earn more money twerking than you would in college anyway. So I'm just saying.
Oh, breaking news. Holy Oh, man, it just shipped. Just shipped my pants.
Your pants.
No, I just got an alert, folks. It just shipped. Hey, Michelle, I know you're listening. Pixel 8 immediately after the Google event last Wednesday or during the event. They made it live during the event. Usually they wait until after the event. They made the Google store with the new Pixel 8 Pros. They made it available like in the middle of their event. And I'm like, ooh, I jump right on. Yeah, so Michelle and I need new phones. We've been on the Pixel 6 Pro now for 2 years. Battery's diminishing. Time for a new phone. Michelle's is flickering a bit. So I ordered the new Pixel 8 Pros, and they are on the way. I just got notification. Oh, who's the carrier? Oh, thank God. Yeah. It's a 1ZR6. All right, so.
Oh, good.
Well, listen, if it starts with 1Z, it means it's.
Zzz.
No, it means it's UPS, man.
I don't know, okay? I don't know.
Yeah.
that?
So Google's. Because all UPS packages start with 1Z. Everyone knows that. All right, so it is good. FedEx has been kind of squirrely on me lately. I don't know. FedEx just doesn't seem to be. Here's the deal. Let me.
Yeah, tell me the deal with the multi-billion-dollar
hold
company
on. Yeah,
FedEx that
slacking.
delivers
FedEx.
hundreds of thousands of packages a day.
FedEx just seems their delivery times are very erratic. I can count on my UPS guy on my street between 12:30 and 12:45. Bobby, my UPS guy in South Tampa, is the best. All right, and he like clockwork. 12:30 to 12:45, he's on my street. FedEx, they can show up at 2 a.m.
Show up
All right, no, but here's the deal. For whatever's going on with FedEx, they dump my packages in the middle of my driveway. It's like, can you put it inside the gate? Can you put it over the gate? There's a hedge there and everything. For whatever reason, the FedEx delivery guy puts my packages in the middle of my freaking driveway where anyone could just drive by and grab them, snatch them. I don't get it. Anyway, it's good to know. So we got two Pixel 8 Pros on the way, one for me, one for Michelle, and then we opted for the free watch. You know, when you pre-ordered, you got a free Pixel 2 watch valued at $350.
All right, hold on. Speaking of watching football and commercials, I saw the Pixel commercial.
Oh, yeah, the commercials are all over the place.
You can still get the watch, or you could pick between the watch and like the earbuds.
Yeah, those are the two options. Yeah,
so it's still going on if you want to.
Yeah, we took the watches. So, but we jumped right on it. I ordered these phones in the middle of the Made by Google event live from New York last Wednesday, and boom, just got notification they're on the way. So, will I get them tomorrow, or will I'm just trying to hit the tracking info, and it says the tracking info is not in there yet. So, hopefully, I'll get it like tomorrow or Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, is what I'm hoping. That's good news. That's fantastic.
Wow, you're really excited.
I am. Hey, Froggy, your vehicle, I've had many texts, multiple emails from people that I know in the auto industry in the Tampa Bay area. And then I've also heard from a bunch of folks that just listen to the show, but I don't personally know them. We've got folks wanting to bend over backwards for helping you get a new vehicle after that woman. Speaking of Popeyes, Froggy was going to get chicken 2 Saturdays ago, and he's on Hillsborough, left lane of travel. He's, thinking, hey, I'm about to bring the chicken home, and next thing he knows, he's got chicken and Sprite flying all over the inside of his Nissan Titan.
Did you hear about that Cajun Fester? I went to Popeyes.
Stop.
I heard about it, yes.
All right, don't do it again.
I personally wasn't.
So Froggy's vehicle was totaled.
I was horrified by it when I heard that Froggy was going to Louisiana. Going to Popeyes.
All right, Fester, I don't have time for it anymore.
You only have time for it.
All right, stop.
What, you going to read about a car dealer?
Stop.
You come down here
Froggy,
to Lafayette.
why did you have to open the door again?
Yeah, Froggy, you come down to Lafayette Ford GMC for Chevy here. We'll make you a good deal.
Wait, Lafayette Ford GMC Chevy?
We said it all here. We're the only car dealership here in Lafayette, Louisiana.
All right. So, Froggy.
Yes, sir.
You sort of have narrowed down what you think you want as far as which pickup truck. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, Froggy, would you like to, ladies and gentlemen, Froggy is going to make, and listen, a lot of the trucks are good these days. Listen, the Silverado, the GMC pickup truck. So the Chevy, the Silverado, which is Chevy.
GM products.
The GMC is great. Is that the Sierra, the GMC?
GMC Sierra,
right.
Chevy Silverado.
You got the Ram trucks are good. The Ford F-Series trucks are great. I mean, the Toyota Tundra is a nice truck. But the bottom line, while a lot of these trucks are really good these days, Froggy, I think, has made a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, the revelation. Froggy, which pickup truck are you leaning toward?
Ford F-150.
Froggy, can you please say it so people can hear it? You're like whispering into the microphone.
Ford F-150.
There you go.
Like they say in the commercial.
So
that's what I want.
That's what Froggy's leaning toward. And, well, the good news is...
Bester's had numerous of them, and I know he's loved his.
I've had a couple of Ford F-150s.
Yeah, you wrecked one into a tree on Himes.
He got ran off the road by a bus.
Right into the YMCA parking lot on Himes in South Tampa.
I've wrecked every Ford I've ever had. And you know what? They hold up great.
Yeah.
My sister has an F-150. She loves it.
Fester had no seatbelt on and crashed into a tree on Himes.
Really?
After he was cut off by a school bus.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, wasn't this in the news or something?
It was on Channel 13. They brought a reporter, like, fat local radio kid.
Yeah, Fox 13 did a story on this. Really? What year was that? 2007, 2008?
Would you tell them you were on the radio?
It was 2000. It was 2000. It was 2000.
Oh, it was that long ago?
2000. You know what I was doing in that
God.
area? I was dropping off an old radio at somebody's house.
Oh, that's right.
I was leaving that person's house. I won't say whose house I was dropping off an old radio to because I'm the only person that had a truck. And then I get smashed by a school bus.
Oh, no.
That happens.
So I'm at Publix last night. I'm at Publix getting my power because it was late. Football was on. Of course, Michelle's watching Monday Night Football. Green Bay Packers and the Vegas Raiders. And I'm like, oh, man, it's Monday night. Powerball is now like $1.5 billion. Son of Michelle, I forgot that. So I rush up to Publix. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
By the way, the Raiders beat the Packers 17-13. Go just bring up news real quick.
Sure.
Type in Powerball and then hit news on Google. And because the jackpot was not won. But this is pretty funny. So I race into Publix, and it was about 9:30, 9:45 or so. And, they cut off lottery, I think, at 10 o'clock, right? So the machine shuts down at like 10 o'clock. So I raced to Publix to go get the Powerball tickets to essentially light another $30 on fire.
Yeah.
So I go get the quick picks, and there are people in line. So a lot of people like me, obviously, last minute Larry's, going to get some tickets. And they've got the little special line set up, little sign, Powerball tickets, line begins here. And they got little stanchions set up, et cetera. And I'm like number, 3, 4 in line. And I watched the dude behind the Publix customer service counter where they dole out the lottery tickets, right? I watch him. Listen, this is hysterical. The dude takes his hands, puts them up in the air, and he looks up.
Like he's crying to God?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the dude at Publix, customer service at Publix last night. He puts his hands in the air, and he looks up toward the sky or the ceiling inside the Publix.
Right.
And he says, "Please, God, let there be a winner." That's what he said.
Funny.
I thought it was hysterical. "Please, God, let there be a winner."
Well, unanswered prayers continue.
What was that, Andrew? Andrew said that there was with the Monday night's drawing, that there was a...
So there was a Florida $2 million winner.
In Hollywood.
Yeah, so oh, geez, so it wasn't in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
All right, so Andrew, are you on the air now? Can you turn your microphone, turn your mic on?
I heard him say Hollywood, but nothing
All
before
right.
that.
So, Andrew, what was it? $2 million winner in Hollywood is what you're hearing? Does it say where the ticket was purchased? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, so no winner for Powerball last night. So the jackpot now goes up to $1.73 billion. And the next drawing is going to be tomorrow night, Wednesday night. So do I drop another $30? Because I typically do 10 quick picks with the power play.
You know what? I think you're wasting your time at the power play.
You think so?
Because you can get an extra couple of tickets. You get 15 tickets instead of 10 tickets for the big money. And if you hit the regular numbers, you still win $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I know you're pretty bougie, but you don't need to drop the extra power play money.
Gotcha. I just thought it was funny. The guy's like, oh, please. Obviously, he was run ragged by selling these Powerball tickets yesterday. And the dude's like, please, God, let there be a winner. So, you know, the jackpot resets so you don't have this ridiculous run on Powerball tickets. All right, Roxanne has been bugging me all morning. This is during the break. I said something earlier in the show at the very beginning of the program. Mm-hmm. I said something, and this has been eating away at Roxanne. It has been it has been grating on Roxanne during the commercial breaks. When are we going to do this? When are we going to do this? When are you going to tell me? When are you going to tell me? All right, so what exactly do you want to know? What did I say? What did I mention on the show that has you all torqued up?
You teased this by saying that management has come to you to do some snooping on me. And first of all, you're not a good snoop. I wouldn't pick you as a snoop. You're not like covert.
Yeah, MJ's
you're doing it on air.
He's
you're asking on air.
the worst snoop.
It's like,
What's going on? Nothing.
They've employed the worst snoop in the building to snoop on me.
I think it's a pretty known fact over my decades in Tampa Bay radio that if you don't want it broadcast, if you don't want it on the show, complete my sentence, Fester.
Don't mention it to MJ. I think, was it yesterday? Roxanne said something off. I think the show just ended. We're all gathering our stuff and walking out, and Roxanne's like, okay, guys, I'm going to tell you something, but it's not for the radio. And I looked right at her, and I said, then keep it to yourself.
I know, you were very rude when you did that.
But, and then I walked out, and I just said, I don't care what she had to say. But whatever it is, if you don't want it on the radio, don't say it. Don't mention it. Don't bring it up to MJ. Don't pull him aside and say, hey, I need to talk to you about something, but I don't want to bring it up on the radio.
That's how I develop trust with people. If I can tell them something and then they don't say it.
Hold on one sec. Hey, Froggy, just wrapping up on the car. So you think you've narrowed it down to a Ford F-150. And the good news is that somebody that I actually personally know, who's the general manager of a Ford dealership, he contacted me yesterday and said, I will take care of Froggy if he wants an F-150. Yeah, so let me know, and I'll set up the test drive, and they got a bunch of them. So we'll talk about your whole process. So if you want an F-150, contact has been made, and I'll reveal that contact.
All right. I need to talk to my representative for a second.
Who's that?
Cajun Fester.
No, stop! Don't bring
Cajun Fester. What do you think I should do?
Hey, man, Mr. Froggy here looking for a fine truck. And I'll tell you right now, although Fords aren't built in Louisiana, they're all fine automobile. Now, I will demand that my Froggy representative here get the free pinstriping. And undercoated.
Don't get pinstriping.
You get the pinstripe.
Don't get
we will only buy this car if it's pinstriping involved.
Stop it.
Does this car come with an LSU Tiger bumper sticker? Because if it don't, I don't want
it. All right, so Froggy.
All right, thank you, Cajun Fester. Yes.
I've got you covered on the F-150.
Thank you.
Actually, I've heard from every brand. Toyota, Ford, Chevy, GMC, Ram. I've heard from every single manufacturer that wants to sell Froggy a truck. But if you want the F-150, I got you covered.
Set up my test drive as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, I can get that set up immediately. You let me know when you want to go. They'll roll out the red carpet for you. Right?
I like blue carpets.
I mean, Ford has blue carpets. Thank
you.
We'll roll. Hey, quickly, Roxanne. I'm sorry. We'll get to your little issue in a second. You know what? When did this change? When it comes to car buying, something changed in the last couple of years because I've not tried to do this for the last probably 3.5 years because we had our previous BMW X5, that lease ran out back in August. And I got a brand new X5, of course, from Fields BMW, which I've been endorsing Fields and leasing and buying from Fields since 1999. So we just got our brand new 2024 X5. But when I do some car shopping, I like to go online, see, the prices and the invoice. Do you remember when you could go on to like KBB, Kelley Blue Book, or you could go on to Edmunds.com and they had the invoice price of the vehicle and then the retail or the sticker price? Do you remember that? When did that disappear? It's gone. You can't get it anymore. You used to be able to go onto Kelley Blue Book's website or Edmunds, and whatever car you wanted, they had the dealer invoice and then the retail sticker price. And on all of those websites, that is gone. Why? When did that happen? When did that tool vanish? Go poof. When did that it's gone.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's got to be within the last 3 years. The last time I checked on car prices to look for invoice versus sticker price, and it is. Why did it disappear? Did the auto companies put pressure on Kelley Blue Book and Edmunds to take that information off?
Poor Kelly.
No, it's weird because that used to be a mainstay. That was one of the great tools out there. You could find out, what the dealer had in the vehicle. Not including the holdback they get and other incentives, but that's a whole different story.
It was a tough fight. I mean, Kelly was really, really adamant about keeping it. She's like, "Come on, guys."
No, but seriously,
let me put the invoice prices up there.
That tool online, it just vanished. All right, so moving along, back over to Roxanne. And Roxanne, you also said something else that we have got to talk about.
What was it?
So this is off the air.
Oh, yeah.
During the commercial break.
True story.
Earlier today, you brought up something else as you're pestering me to tell you what does management want. If you didn't hear what happened earlier in the show, in hour number 1, in the first hour of the program, and actually I think it was the first segment, toward the end of the first segment, I revealed that management's been poking around, asking some questions regarding Roxanne. And I think yesterday's incident might have triggered this.
Okay.
And, of course, yesterday's incident was we were worried sick about you, that you had driven off into a ditch or a swamp and you're going to be missing forever. And then, in 2035, some kids are going to see, the roof of a vehicle in some retention pond visible because of a drought. And then, that's what happened to Roxanne. We just found her skeleton or found her bones.
God, what a ghoul.
Hold on.
Jeez.
Hey, listen, Halloween is a couple of weeks away.
All right.
So look, we were worried about you yesterday. You were gone. You were gone, girl.
And guess what? When people don't show up for work, it's when you work on an early morning shift, it is quite scary.
It was. There was that newscaster up in the upper Midwest that disappeared back in 1990 something, and they have no idea where she is. Say it again.
There was Dave from QIK.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, in the mornings, listen, we expect everybody to be
here.
here.
Dave McKay didn't show up.
If somebody doesn't show up, I mean, there was an old story. I remember Sue told me an old story from back in the day of a news reporter at WFLA who never showed up for a shift. And
I was so panicked when I realized what happened. When I realized it was 6:23 and I had just woken up and I just started scrambling. But then as the day went on, I actually felt bad. I apologize for making you worry because you were visibly upset for 5 minutes.
And people apparently saw on MJTV when we went to break that they could see I was visibly concerned because, Roxanne, you've walked in a minute or two late, or if you are running late, you let us know.
Yeah.
We start the show yesterday morning at 6 a.m., and you're nowhere to be found.
And then you didn't even say anything till 6:07.
Hang
you're
on.
like, where's Roxanne?
Then we call you, and it goes right to voicemail repeatedly. Then we call Doug. And Doug doesn't pick up, and we're wondering, oh, my God, is the West Chase Slasher back?
Yeah.
After laying dormant since 1972?
So,
pre-West Chase.
Roxanne has conditioned us.
Back when it was just a field.
Roxanne has conditioned us to expect her to be late every day by a couple of seconds, by a minute. We were expecting you to walk in any minute. Okay, this is just regular Roxanne.
You never walked in.
Right.
Then you won't pick up. So, Roxanne, we finally got a hold of you a little after 6:30, I think.
And can I jump in with something about Fester? Because I also watched this part of the show yesterday when I wasn't here. And you guys were talking about how did I end up on Fester's Find My Phone? How is it that I'm connected to Fester? And Fester, you didn't remember this or say it this way, but it was when I was at Adventure Island one day and you texted me and somehow the phone asked me, do you want Fester to know your location?
Or do you want to share your location with Fester?
And I had my phone in one of those plastic things to protect it when I went down the slides.
Yeah, the dry bag.
The dry bag.
Yeah.
And I like was fumbling, like I accepted it, but I didn't mean to accept it. The dry bag
And it's still coupled.
And it's still coupled. But you know
why
what?
don't you uncouple it?
I kind of
Why
like
don't you
it.
revoke the access? Anyway, let me get to the point, and then we got to give out the Cash Kitty word of the hour here. So just wrapping this thing up. You know what? This is going to take a little long. Let me do the Cash Kitty. Let me do the Cash Kitty here. So the Cash Kitty has a new word. The 8 o'clock word is thank. As in, Roxanne, thank me for being so concerned.
How about thank me for dressing like a cat today?
All right, this hour's word is thank, T-H-A-N-K. Text the word thank nationwide right now to 45911 before quarter after for a shot at $1,000 cash, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. Good luck. All right, let's wrap up this story. So Roxanne, very late yesterday.
Okay, I've got Rick and Ron on a text chain right now.
All right,
I'm gonna. This better not irritate me.
All right.
Oh no!
All right, can you?
Or she'll just pout.
Can you guys stop rolling over me? Let me just tell the damn story.
I wish
here.
you would.
So Roxanne ultimately walked in at like 7:21 yesterday, an hour and 21 minutes late. We finally got a hold of you 30 minutes after the start of the show, where you said that your phone was off, you didn't charge it, or
it did an update. It turned off overnight.
Whatever, and your alarm didn't go off. Doug's alarm didn't go off. No alarms went off, so that's why you were late. And you're an hour and 21 minutes late. Now, here's the deal. And I think yesterday might have been the trigger. I don't want to say exactly who it was, but I was asked yesterday to document the days and times you are late.
Let me tell you right now.
I'm like, listen.
Let me tell you right now. I will walk out of this building if that's a true story. You have infuriated me to no end. No. Tell me who asked you to do that. Because listen,
Roxanne works more than
I work 3 times as much as anybody in here.
All right, first of all,
you better tell me who said that, and I'll go have a conversation right now.
I have no problem doing that.
This is bad.
Let me tell you right now that there's no way I would do that to you. There is no way I'm going to snitch and rat you out. I'm not telling them, when Roxanne is late.
So let's
by
figure this
30
out.
seconds or 1 minute.
Yeah, Roxanne's late occasionally by 30 seconds, but I stay here until 3, and everybody else is out the door at 10. And someone in this building wants to know if I'm late to work.
I'm going to protect you.
This is not cute. I seriously will walk out of this. You want to get me to quit? Because I do so much around here. This is a thankless job.
Calm down. I have it under control. Calm down.
Tell the whole story.
Take a deep breath.
I understand why she's mad.
This is ridiculous.
Roxanne.
Do you know I do web posts on Saturday night when I should be spending time with my husband?
I do.
And we fight about it.
Roxanne,
we're like on the brink of divorce because of web posts.
Roxanne,
oh no.
Roxanne,
that can't be good.
Roxanne, I'm not going to rat you out.
I'm
going to tell them.
I'm not mad about you ratting me out. I know you're not. I know you understand the situation.
I'm going to tell them.
But for someone to even ask that, my head's going to explode.
All right, calm down.
Why'd you spin her out like that, dude?
Yeah,
this is on you,
that's
MJ.
rude.
This is on you.
You
are a poor deliverer of information.
Listen,
you know that?
I am not going to rat you out. I'm not
going to take the day off today is what I'm going to do. I'll finish the MJ Morning Show because Cajun Fester's here and you guys entertain me. And after that, somebody else can do middays.
I am not.
Road, Tootsie.
I am not going to roll over on you. I'm telling you.
there's nothing to roll over
Roxanne,
on. Roxanne's a conscientious coworker.
Listen to me.
Roll over on me.
Will you listen to me? I'm coming to your defense. I am not going to rat you out. I'm going to tell them to pound sand. I'm not going to monitor you, and I'm going to tell them to get off your back. Okay?
MJ, I don't believe this. Just the fact that someone has it in their head for any monitoring of my behavior.
Roxanne,
I seriously I'm on the brink of walking out this door.
Roxanne, I've got your back on this. Calm down.
I know you have my back, but there's somebody in this building who put that in your head, and they're going to have to talk to me about
Roxanne, let me de-escalate the situation.
Everybody's anxiety is rising.
Listen,
I feel okay.
In the car, not us.
Let calm, cool heads prevail like me. Okay? When
I think of calm, cool heads, I think of MJ.
I just want to. Okay, go ahead. Finish your story. Get to the point. Get to the point.
I think he just gave the point.
Don't bark at me.
I need a name. Write it down. Write it down. What are you going to do?
Hold on. You're barking at me like an Airbus 320. Stop barking at me.
I need
Listen
a name.
to me.
Name.
Stop. Hey.
Calm down.
Just drop it. Let's continue the show.
You're crazy.
I've got this.
Are you nuts?
I've got this under control.
No,
there's nothing to get
Tell
under
her who it
control.
was.
You write down a name right now. You write it down.
Calm down.
Write it down.
Calm down. I'll have this conversation with you off the air during the next break.
That's what you should have done.
Oh, but we don't do things off the air. We do things on air.
That's right.
She
Roxanne.
will strike like a UAW worker right now. Talking about cars, talking about Ford trucks. She will strike right now. Roxanne will picket this building.
Or some Walgreens pharmacists around the country.
If there's anybody in here who really I hope you are full of it. I hope you're making a funny story.
MJ?
Because
I will deal with this off the air.
You got a lot to deal with. If this is true, this company doesn't have an idea of what people do here.
All right, Roxanne, calm down.
All right, don't make your whole bed too soon, Rox.
I've got your back.
Roxanne,
I have your back on this. All right, move it along. But there's something else. There's something else you said that I think we gotta poke at.
Oh no. Is this going to defuse the situation?
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently Roxanne did share with me during a couple of commercial breaks ago that she did get into trouble with HR when she was working as an...
Oh, my God, not that. I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Oh, my God. So, MJ, this was so crazy how it just kind of unfolded. It was...
Wait, you thought I was going to talk about something else and not that?
Doug wedding ring.
Oh, no, the Doug wedding ring, that's fantastic.
But not as good as this.
I'm back to backing these. This is double trouble.
This is so bad.
All right, so I'm stacking and backing right now. The first thing is Roxanne. I'd never heard this. So when I made a mention that they're poking around, they're asking questions, Roxanne shared with me about an hour ago.
It was after you told her that this was going to happen, and like during the first commercial break, she's guessing what it is.
Right.
She's like, "Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it?" And then she goes, "Does it have to do with my?" And she gives a very, very specific word.
Because we talk a lot. It's a locker room around here.
Hold on. She goes, I don't want to. Does it have to do with my bleeps? And I'm like, and we all kind of look at it. Because I've gotten in trouble with that before once.
Then Roxanne told us the story. Roxanne apparently...
This is a true story. I was 22 years old.
All right, let me tell the story.
Roxanne, by trade and by education, is an accounting major. Mm-hmm. Roxanne, did you have your CPA?
Yes.
So you're a CPA?
No, I'm not. I couldn't do anything right now. I've deleted all those files from my head.
but you were a CPA.
Yes, and I was a... Graduated from USF with my accounting degree, worked for Arthur Anderson for 3.5 years.
Hang on, stop right there. So you were a CPA. Well, you still are a
auditor.
You still are a CPA in my eyes because you're a constant pain in the ass. All right,
you got it.
No, I'm kidding. My grandfather used to say that.
Constant pain in my ass.
My grandfather thought that was the funniest joke in the world. Mm-hmm. That, he's a CPA, a constant pain in the ass.
It's funny.
All right, so Roxanne revealed to us that when she was a CPA working for Arthur Anderson, one of the big 8 back in the day.
It was a big 5 when I was there.
Yeah, and then Arthur Anderson collapsed after the whole Enron debacle.
Right.
So Roxanne revealed to us that she was called into HR.
Okay, I have to tell you the whole story.
All right, go ahead. Tell us the story.
Listen, it was downtown Tampa. It was always hot. Parking was always an issue. And it was raining. It was torrential rain. And I had to walk in the rain. and I was wearing a long sleeve cream-colored top, and something happened to that shirt as I walked down the streets, as I walked down Ashley Street.
Because it was
the Bank
raining?
of America building, because it was raining, and it shrunk. And not only did the shirt shrink, but
it became see-through?
It became see-through, and it was a wet T-shirt contest. And
so you walk into
I
Arthur
go
Anderson.
into Arthur Anderson, and I'm like, oh, and then it was cold in the building.
Whoa.
It was a cold, wet T-shirt contest. Oh my God!
And so it was like I got called to HR.
But you didn't know that. You didn't know. You didn't recognize it. But then everyone.
I mean, it was like right when I got there.
But everyone noticed you, and
one person noticed, and
then you got called into HR because.
Yep.
They were both of them were saying hello.
Yes.
And you could see right through.
I mean, yeah. I was like, oh, do you have anything you can put over your headlights?
Now, was it
when you're 22 years old, you don't care about that.
Was
stuff.
it
You're
a
like,
male
all right,
or a female HR person?
Female.
Okay.
Female.
And do we know who turned you into HR? Who ratted you out there?
I don't know. It didn't matter. I mean, it didn't matter. They were super nice about it.
Now, let's segue to Roxanne's story.
I'd have been nice about it too.
Roxanne's story number 2.
Uh-huh.
How did this come up? How did you mention this to us?
The reason I mentioned it is because the punchline of this story is a throwback to a story we did last week. I don't know if you caught that part of it. We did a story last week that was about believe the 7 words that someone's cheating on you. And the 7 words were believe what you want, or just believe what you want to believe.
Or whatever
yes,
it was. Yeah.
Right.
So, in a relationship, if the guy says to you, listen, believe what you want to believe, or some variation. If a guy says that to you, experts say that almost always means they're cheating on you. So if you make an accusation and then the guy says, oh, listen, just believe what you want to believe, that almost is like a locked in, that's like a confirmation that they're cheating. All right, so you brought this up earlier today. Again, this is off the air. I'm like, oh my God, we got to talk about this on the air. And it has to do with your relatively new husband, Dig Dug, as we call him. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another episode of Roxanne and Doug. Not to be confused with and Doug. This is Roxanne and Doug. All right, so tell us the story.
So last night we're at dinner and we're like right in the middle of putting our order in. And I noticed something about him. So I said to the server, I was like, excuse me, I need to talk to him. Like I stopped putting my order in. It was so distracting. And so
hold on, you stopped mid-order? The server's there with a little pen like, what would you guys like? And she's like, I like the fried wonton. Can you excuse us? I have to talk to my husband.
May I ask, where were you at dinner?
We're sitting outside at Catch 23
in
West Chase. So then,
what kind of food is that? Is that seafood? Catch?
Yes, exactly. We love it. We've been going there for years and years. But so this server steps away, and I said, Doug, you want to explain to me why you're wearing your wedding ring, your wedding band on your right hand? Is it not fitting you on the? What's going on here? And he was like, I said, because that is indicative of a same-sex marriage. I Googled it. That's what that means, which is fine, but we're not same sex, so I don't know what kind of vibe you're trying to put out with this.
You had to clarify that?
So
I'm clarifying it for you.
Now, Dig Dug has his wedding band
on the right hand.
On his, so the wedding band, I don't even know because I don't wear a wedding band. The last time I had, just ask Michelle, the last time I had my wedding band on was June 26th, 1994 at a hotel in Virginia Beach where we were married in the summer of 94. That's the last time I had my wedding band on. I just don't like rings. I don't wear rings. I don't like rings. If I won a Super Bowl, I wouldn't wear the ring.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while, little baby boy.
No, I don't like rings, Froggy. I just don't like the constriction. I feel like I'm getting choked. I don't like rings. And Michelle's been fine with it. So I don't even know where the damn ring goes. So typically in a heterosexual marriage, on a guy, the wedding band goes on the left ring finger. Is that correct? So it's the left hand? But Doug had his wedding band on his right ring finger?
Now I'm getting text messages from people that means you're a swinger. No, we're nothing wrong with swingers, but we're not swingers. And we're obviously not same-sex marriage as well. So he is wearing it on the right hand. And then he says to me, I go, well, you're putting out the wrong information to people, but with it on your right hand. So switch it back. And he's like, I just do that. I just like switch it. I switch it. And then he like shows me
he's a switch hitter.
How he's like switching it. He's just like he's like, it's just a little habit. And I was like, well, anybody who fiddles with, even if you sit there and like fiddle with your wedding ring.
Oh, a ring fiddler.
That's indicative of that's body language saying that you don't want to be married. It's like,
what?
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Hold on.
True.
If you're a ring fiddler, it's body language so if a guy just sits there and twists his ring all the time, like a little nervous tick, that means you don't want to be married?
It's like, yes, it happens. Like I've seen it happen where you talk to people and they fiddle with it, and then I Googled it, and that's what some body language experts say that it means. So I tell him, to stop switching it back and forth. And then he says to me, just believe what you want to believe.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he was just believe. And he said it like.
Because he heard it on the show?
And by then I'm like playing with the kids. I'm like, okay, Doug, okay, I know what body language is. And he just kept saying it. Just believe what you want to believe. Just believe it. And then he goes, do you even listen to your show?
Boy, do you.
But he moves the wedding band from left to right to left. It's
That's
like
weird.
It's like
if you're a fidget, is he naturally a fidgety person?
I don't know.
Is he restless? Does he have ADD?
Yes, possibly.
Okay. What, you think he has a boyfriend named Chet or something he's not telling you about?
When he's with Chet, he puts the ring on the other hand, and then he forgets to put it back when you have dinner at Catch 22.
Catch 23.
Yeah.
And Doug comes up with these elaborate ruses of traveling the world with famous baseball players just so he can hang out with Chet on some beach.
You should check out some pictures of him when he was in the Bahamas and see what finger it's on.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, if Roxanne calls, tell her I'm with you because I'm really with Chet.
Hey, Fester, you know what people love?
Oh, I know what I love.
Cajun Fester.
People.
Oh no.
People love the video that I shot yesterday of you driving Mr. MJ.
You know what? I haven't even.
Did you take him to the Piggly Wiggly?
Hey, Andrew, put up Driving Miss Daisy. I think we got it in the computer. Would you please?
I tell you right now, I've only seen the video, and I saw it this morning for the first time on mute because I saw it on my computer.
Yeah. Bring up the audio, would you please?
All right, let me get to it.
People are loving this thing, man. It's like the weirdest things people glom onto and are like, suddenly I post the video and I'm starting to get all these things on Instagram. All these messages are coming back, LMFAO, all the, the emojis with the crying smiley face. Funniest thing I've ever seen, blah, blah, blah.
What happened? What was so funny? Funniest thing you've ever seen, him driving you home?
Listen, bring it. You got to unmute it right there.
I burned him.
Unmute it. Go ahead. I just stopped here on the landing. This is on my Instagram. First and second floor. Certified MJ Radio. Outside right now. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it, and thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. I need a ride home today, so Fester is going to give me a ride. Now I want to show you this. Fester and his illustrious 2010 Cadillac CT something or other, 2010 Cadillac 4-door land barge canoe boat is going to take me home. But here's the issue. So let's walk over to Fester, and we are live right now. The Verizon cell phone service in this area of St. Pete in the Koger Office Park sucks. All right, so that's a fact. So Verizon cell phone service here, it's awful. And they even contacted us a year ago, and they said an engineer was going to get with us. Never heard back from them.
What are you doing?
But I'm outside, and outside of the building, and the cell phone service is so bad with like a half a bar, and it keeps going in and out. Listen.
You got a choice. You can sit up here in the front seat like a grown-ass man, but you got no seatbelt. Or you can sit in the back seat, and you got a seatbelt.
Do you see what my options are? I can sit in the front seat, but he's going in and out. Hey, Verizon,
yeah, so that just
fixing the cell phone service here. You know, I had an engineer from Verizon call us.
Oh, I tell the story on the. Then it cuts off.
Give up on this. This is just ridiculous.
I was about to give up on it.
Anyway,
so I get in the car.
So now it's worse. So Fester, I'm not sitting in the front seat with no. I'm not going on 275 North at Howard Franklin with no seatbelt. Nope. Nope. So it's going to be driving Mr. MJ. Oh, look at this. I got little toys I can play with in the back seat as well. All right, climbing in. I don't know what this is going to look like with the freaking... I feel like I'm being driven by like a chauffeur to the airport or something. Just like that. All right, I don't have the car today.
Now, here's what happens.
All right, I am. I'm buckling up right now. All right, so look at Fester. Look at what a sporty shirt you're wearing there.
All right, listen to this.
All right, so I'm going to shut this thing off because I have no idea. Hey, I didn't buckle up yet. Dude, stop. Dude, stop, man.
So you got to see the video.
I whip out of the parking lot. I mean, I see he gets in the back seat. He's on his little Instagram. He's like making fun of me in my car. I'm like, you know what?
He floors it and jerks the wheel, throws me in the back seat of the car. I'm hitting the other side of the car because I didn't buckle up yet. We're still in the parking lot as Fester floors it and then flings the wheel and throws me in the back seat, and then you can hear him cackling like a witch laughing.
I told him to buckle up, and let me tell you, Froggy, was like I was throwing around a rag doll back there.
Yeah. Someone said you didn't get into an Uber, you got into a goober.
Listen, that's what. First of all, that's what you get, because I will show you the power of that Cadillac.
Yeah, well, he threw me around. You want to see the video? I mean, just sometimes the most unsuspecting things people seem to love, and people love this video. If you want to see the video of Fester hurling me in the back seat of the car and giving me the option, hey, you want to sit in the front seat? No seatbelt, though. It doesn't work. I'm not driving from St. Pete across the Howard Franklin to South Tampa with no seatbelt.
I want you, if you would have sat in the front
with the
seat,
drivers we have in the Tampa Bay area.
If you would have sat in the front seat, I would have driven like perfect.
Yeah,
but you're in the back seat. I'm gonna sit back here. I'm gonna have a seatbelt.
Oh yeah. Chastise me for wanting a seatbelt.
I'm gonna throw you.
Yeah. Anyway, so the video is online. It's on my Instagram. If you want to see the video, it's Certified MJ Radio. That's my private personal Instagram account, Certified MJ Radio. And while you're there, give me a follow and check out all the other stuff. There's always, good stuff on my Instagram. You never know what's going to happen. Certified MJ Radio. Hey, quickly, I want to mention this one more time. I've got a whole bunch that I got to call and interview. I'm looking for a Soffit repair company. I'm looking for, I need to replace the vent. So my soffits are good, but there's a ridge of vents, and I got to replace the soffits because they're starting to disintegrate. The aluminum product, I guess after 19 years, I'm on the water and, on Tampa Bay, so the product's just given out. So I need like some kind of soffit guru. I got to replace the soffit vents around the perimeter of my house. So if you're a soffit guru, if you're a soffit master, if you know how to replace these soffit vents, and this is what you do, get a hold of me, MJ at MJMorningshow.com. So if you're in the soffit repair business, you get a hold of me, and if you deal with some of these soffit vents that are disintegrating, get a hold of me, email me, MJ at MJMorningshow.com, or if you know a great soffit repair company, I'd like to hear from the soffit company or the soffit expert themselves. Just go ahead and email me, MJ at MJMorningshow.com.
So right now, is there a hole in your soffit, or does your soffit have a compromise?
There is one portion where there's in like a 3-foot section up on the second floor where some of the soffit actually is broken out.
Have squirrels or
They have
rats
not, yeah.
burrowed?
They have not, because the area where it is, it's up high enough, and there's nothing near it.
Okay.
There's nothing near it for like a squirrel or a rat to get in.
Snakes, dude.
Plus,
Watch out.
I went up into the attic, and there's it looks fine, but I got to get it fixed. So I need a soffit repair guru that knows how to replace the soffit venting all the way around my house. So get a hold of me. Email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. All right, we got to move on here. I got a ton of stuff. Do you want to have your mind blown? Now, this is like Mr. Science here. This is going to take 1 minute. 1 minute, and at least this blew my mind. I did the whole hands and everything there. Yeah,
Nice.
all right. This is insane. So, Science Minute with MJ. Science! Hey, Andrew, I think we have it in the system. Can you give me a little science? Yeah, we did isolate that somewhere. Scientists are a little baffled because... oh, my God. You just
blew my eardrums out, bro.
Scared the hell out of me. All right. So, scientists are baffled by a dead star blast so powerful that scientists can't understand it. So, this is a pulsar. Now, a pulsar is a type of a neutron star which consists of the rotating remnants of a dead star. And it's exploded into a supernova, and a pulsar is one of those astronomical phenomena.
Okay.
Now, here's the mind blower. Apparently, we got hit with some kind of a radio wave from the Vela pulsar, and it hit the Earth with a blast so powerful, the energy and the radio wave blast, the energy wave, that scientists can't figure it out. They can't explain why. But that's not the amazing science minute here. In the story, it talks about pulsars are incredibly bright, but pulsars out in space are the densest objects known in the universe. And this is the mind blower, and then we're done. And you're going to want to think about this. 1 tablespoon of pulsar weighs as much as Mount Everest.
Wow.
What?
Let that sink the freak in. 1 tablespoon of pulsar weighs as much as Mount Everest.
Okay, so how come the Earth didn't get crushed instantly?
And what kind of tablespoon do you expect to hold such a thing?
Just a regular one.
I mean, it would. Can you imagine if you got a tablespoon of pulsar and I dropped it on Froggy's head?
And it'd be like
It would
dropping.
go through the ground. It would go to the center of the earth.
It would. It's
Wouldn't it?
insane.
I don't understand. I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean,
this
just
is like weed talk.
try to process it. You need to be high for this.
No,
No,
this
it's
is like a conversation you have when you're high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, a pulsar is so heavy, dude. That a tablespoon. Guess how much a tablespoon weighs, man? Guess. Go ahead.
Like a million pounds.
I just
Mount
thought.
Everest.
I thought that was nuts. Hey, Andrew, did you find that junk car that was running around Orlando? Did you post that up on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show? All right, guys, you got to see this. This is unbelievable. I had numerous people send me video of a vehicle driving around Orlando. I had a TPD cop buddy of mine send me a still shot yesterday of Orlando police pulling this guy over. It is, and folks, you got to see this. If you go to mjmorningshow.com, that's mjmorningshow.com. You click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Froggy, you got to bring your microphone over to Fester's computer. And
Holy crap.
yeah, holy crap is right.
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
What kind of car is that? Is that a van?
I think it's a minivan. You folks.
Oh, my. I've never seen anything like this.
That's why I'm doing this.
No, it's a truck. It looks like a little truck.
You have never seen anything like this in your life.
See how the truck bed kind of goes down here?
All right.
And you can see, oh my God.
Folks, this is a vehicle. No, I don't know. I don't think it looks like a truck. I think it looks like a minivan.
Maybe.
I think it's a minivan. I think it's like a Chrysler Caravan or something.
Is all that stuff like glued on there?
All right. This guy has so much junk, metal parts, chairs, aluminum. Hey, on the audio, do they curse on the audio, or can I run the audio, Andrew?
I'd be cursing.
Yeah, I'd be like, what the?
Yeah.
I listen. I have a dump button. Go back to the beginning.
Here we go.
All right, folks, just hit pause. Go take it all the way back to the beginning and just wait.
Okay.
So, folks, if you go to mjmorningshow.com when you can, go to mjmorningshow.com, then click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show, and it's going to be the first link up on top. And it is a vehicle, you can't believe this. There is so much junk. It is piled like 8 feet high. It's hanging off. I think in the video, the woman comments who took the video as the Orlando police pulled the vehicle over. The person comments, there's a microwave. Look at the front. Look at the white. There's a microwave oven perched on the front above the windshield. There's just in the giant pile. Folks, whatever you have in your mind, trust me, it is 100 times worse than what you're imagining right now before you see the image. The guy is driving on the interstate. I saw a video of him driving on I-4 in Orlando. And this is the craziest freaking vehicle that you've ever seen, with the amount of trash and junk piled up on the exterior of the vehicle. Andrew, did you listen to the audio? Can I play the audio?
I think it's safe. I have a tough time hearing because it's not very loud.
All right, go ahead.
Just go with
I
it.
roll the audio. If I have to dump it, I'll dump it. Go ahead, roll it.
Yo, this is crazy. I would assume.
Is it a fan? It's a microwave on the front. A microwave?
I'm so confused.
All right, folks, that's the audio from the video that these women shot.
It's amazing.
Roxanne, would the cat get your tongue over there? You haven't
no,
commented
I'm just
on
texting.
this.
I'm texting.
All right, well, how about paying attention to the show?
I'm dealing with some business right now.
She's a multitasker.
I'm
She's not
multitasking.
happy. She's calling her
Multitasking.
agent.
You know, you're not multitasking.
Oh, no,
you're not,
I'm doing more than that.
Well, you're not on the show. All right, so go ahead. All right.
Is that stuff secured together with something?
Look at this.
You can't drive around like that.
Roxanne, are you so distracted you can't participate in the show?
No, I'm seeing that, but that looks like a mess.
Yes,
Thank
good point.
You, Roxanne.
Good point.
She's right. I concur. I will go with meth also.
Take a look. Take a look at the vehicle. It is absolute insanity. This looks like a rolling projectile death trap where this stuff can fly off.
Stuff must fall off all the time.
All the time.
I have never seen anything like this vehicle in my entire life. The image is on mjmorningshow.com, and click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Right at the very top, you'll see one of the boxes says As Heard on the MJ Morning Show, and then it's going to be the top item once you get into that.
I don't see any rope. How's it all bound together?
Dude, it's worse than that.
I mean,
this is a high quality version.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, thanks for the very high quality version of Sanford and Son.
all right.
That is the lowest. That's the lowest res version of the Sanford and Son theme I've ever heard. All right, moving along. Got to talk candy. You guys ready to talk about candy? You know, you go to Walmart now, you go to CVS or Walgreens or Target. I mean, you even go to Home Depot and Lowe's. They sell candy there now.
Yeah.
You know, the giant, the bags, 297 pieces, 317 pieces.
So big.
462 pieces.
They're all really expensive in my
they
opinion.
really are.
Yeah, and then, you want to have like the Crunch Bar, but the Crunch Bar doesn't come in the bag that has, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, so you end up having they know how to like screw around with you. So they don't put like all the really good stuff in one bag. You got the bag that has like 5 different items and like one or two are really good, and then the rest of them are like, sub-tier candy.
It's like the Hershey pack with the little Hershey bars. You get a Mr. Good bar, which is underrated in my opinion. You get the regular chocolate, you get the crisp, and then you get all these dark chocolates that are always left over.
Didn't we figure out that you and I have the same favorite candy bar? 1,000, what is it?
100 grand?
100 grand. Is that you who likes them too?
I love that bar.
Me too.
It used to be called, when I was a kid, it used to be called the $100,000 bar. So originally it was the $100,000 bar, and it used to have the dollar sign and then the 100, comma 000.
That was a big one for radio show prankers. Remember, you're going to win 100,000.
We got a big prize for caller number 12.
But then at some point it changed.
100 grand is going to be yours, and then they win a candy bar.
But at some point they changed the name to 100 grand, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the $100,000 bar. So are you ready? And this is a promo stunt. This is a PR stunt. And candystore.com, what do you think they sell?
Sex toys?
No, they sell candy.
Oh.
All right. So candystore.com, they've commissioned a survey. They've taken all the data, and they've put together the most popular Halloween candies in each state based on the past 16 years of their company's data sales in the sales data, I should say, in the months leading up to Halloween. And then distributors and manufacturers also work with candystore.com, they claim, to provide additional stats. So they take their own stats, they take other stats.
Yes, we have our stats at candystore.com. We're in our laboratory where we process all the information.
And we have the list on the top candy in each state, and then second place and third place. So 1, 2, and 3, the top candies in America. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem. Welcome to the Candy Countdown. Now we're up to the top candies in the USA. Let's go with Florida. Guys, do you happen to know which candies are the top 3 in Florida? Why don't you start with number 3? We'll count it down to number 2, and then we'll count it down to number 1. What do you think?
I like it.
I thought you meant, what do you think of the Casey Kasem?
I
was like, it's always good.
You're solid. That's a good, solid impression for you.
No, what do you think of which candies are 3, 2, and 1 in Florida?
Twix.
Oh, so what number do you think Twix is?
Number 1 in my heart. Damn it!
Wrong.
Are they on the list at all in the top 3?
Twix is not on the list.
All right, then this is fake news.
You know, we ought to go to phones on this. 3, 2, and 1. Would you like to guess the top 3 candies in America? Now, don't look this up and call up.
In America?
Well, no, I listen.
Is it like generic?
I know what it is.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I have every state listed, but I'm looking just at Florida right now. So we can expand. Let's go to phones and ask you, the MJ Morning Show listener, call up the Candy Countdown phones right now at 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047 to get on the Candy Countdown with me, Casey Kasem, on the MJ Morning Show. So call us up and you tell us right now, what are the top 3 candies for Halloween in Florida? 3, 2, and 1. And I want to see if you can do, without cheating and looking this up online and finding the story, do you know 3, 2, and 1? Okay. What candies are the top 3 in Florida according to this survey? See if you know. All right, all the lines are ringing. Andrew, bring up my call screener, would you please?
Is this something?
Fester?
Is this something stupid like Hershey's?
You know what?
Something that broad and generic?
No. These are specific candies.
Okay.
And actually, there's one on here that I don't know why the hell it's on the list. So we'll see. All right, Andrew has a couple of calls screened already. 800-990-1047. Top 3 candies for Halloween in Florida. And then I have every state in the country. But let's deal with Florida first. We'll start with Mike in Northdale. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello.
Hey, great day in the morning.
Hey.
I was born in Hershey.
Oh, wow. Were you born on the Hershey Highway?
No.
Okay, all right.
On the other highway.
All right, so Mike, what is the 3rd most popular candy in Florida? Give me 3, 2, and 1. What do you think they are?
I'm going to have to go with Hershey's Payday and Reese's.
Hershey bars, Payday bars, and Reese's?
Reese's is number one. Reese's is made in Hershey, too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's where we made our class trip to Reese's. You got those little cheesy coin purses that squeezed open when you went through the end.
Oh, yeah. All right, so how do I do this?
You are
All right,
old.
so, now you don't have... You have one correct out of three. You have one of them correct. So I can't give it to you.
What place? What place does he have?
Well, that gives it away.
I mean,
that gives it away. It does. It gives it away. Let's grab Rich in Dunedin. Rich, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Who's going to guess all three in a row?
My three would be M&M's, Skittles, and Three Musketeers.
Wow. I'll tell you what. We now have two. Listen to me. We have two of the candies mentioned correctly between the first two callers.
This is the hardest game ever. Just give out the place. All right, you guess number two. It's this one or number one.
This is like Clue.
Let me do it my way for a minute, okay? All right. Rich, thank you, buddy, but you have one correct. Thank you.
You win nothing, sir.
Michael is in Clearwater. Look at this. Yesterday, what did we take phone calls on where it was like all women?
Trucks.
Oh, yeah. On what truck should Froggy get? It was like all women.
Yeah.
And now it's all guys on candy here. Let's grab, who do I have? I have Michael in Clearwater. Hey, Michael.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Morning. What do you think the candy list is?
Well, in my list, it's
Yeah.
Heck yeah, right. M&M's,
Dude, are you having a stroke? Are you okay? Do I need to call 911?
M&M, Snickers, and Kit Kat.
Golly, spit it out.
M&M's. It's like the lawyer in My Cousin Vinny. All right, so hang on a minute. No, none are correct. Listen, Michael, all three of those are fantastic. I like all three of those, but none of those are on the list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, unbelievable. Travis is in DeSoto County. Travis, Andrew says no one's going to guess it. Travis in DeSoto County, go ahead.
I was thinking Reese's in third, Three Musketeers in second, and Kit Kat.
You got one correct. One is accurate. All right, hey, Andrew, let me just finish with these calls and then.
It's impossible.
It's
Nobody's
like
gonna
Candy
get all
Lotto.
three.
It's Candy Powerball.
It's like candy slot machines. You got to get them all three?
Yes, and the Powerball is candy corn. Oh, all right, hang on a minute. Let's grab Kenneth in Riverview. Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth dropped. Let me grab Roxanne in Brooksville. Hello, Roxanne.
Good morning.
Okay,
how are you?
Thank you.
We are fantastic. I was waiting for Roxanne to chime in, but Roxanne is totally distracted with like something else.
Roxanne,
I wonder what else.
We're talking to a caller named Roxanne.
It's called career planning.
MJ,
Right.
you totally spun. Hold on. You totally spun her out.
Yeah, you did.
You lost her for the whole segment with this little somebody
Until I
in
can go
management.
make some phone calls.
What do
in the
you
break.
expect,
You
MJ?
spun her out, dude.
Roxanne in Brooksville, what are the top three candies?
Okay, I'm going to go with Reese's in third, Three Musketeers in second, and Snickers for number one.
You got one of the three. One one more call. That's it. Hey, Roxanne, thanks for calling in and trying.
And can you do the rest of the segment? Because I'm out.
Come on
Roxanne,
in.
you're in.
We need new Roxanne.
Valerie is in St. Pete. Valerie, last call on this, and then I'm going to do the reveal. Valerie, do you know the top three candies in Florida according to this survey?
Good morning, MJ. I'm going to guess Skittles, M&M's, and Milky Ways.
You got one of the three.
Just keep going.
See,
one of the three.
Valerie, she's the first person to bring up a tart treat. Everybody's been talking chocolates this whole time. I've been waiting for somebody to say it's something tart. My kids are into like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, well, she said Skittles. Is that what you?
Yeah, but Skittles is like a chewier.
Yeah, but a sweet tart is tart. A Skittles is sweet.
It's not it's non-chocolate.
Hey, thanks for the call, Valerie. All right, here it is. You ready?
Please.
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. All right, here it is. In Florida, according to candystore.com, these are the three most popular. Coming in at number 3, this is a curveball, man. The number 3 most popular candy in Florida is
Necco wafers.
You're not far off, dude.
Really? I was thinking the most obscure candy I could.
It's not Necco wafers. hot tamales.
Oh, dude.
Ew.
So, see,
But you know what?
It's like a fireball.
I do like hot tamales.
Yeah.
I do like them.
The cinnamon.
I would have never guessed hot tamales, the number 3 most popular candy in Florida for Halloween.
What's 2 lemon heads?
Number 2 is
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Skittles. Number 2 is Skittles.
I could see Skittles being a Florida-ish.
2 non-chocolate contenders.
Ooh.
And coming in at number 1, the most popular candy in Florida is
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
That is correct. Yes.
Circus peanut.
Circus peanut.
I love those.
Those things are disgusting.
I mean, as soon as all these people started guessing all three chocolates,
yeah.
That's a generational divide in my house because my kids will take Skittles over chocolate any day. And
Yeah.
I'll just take Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and just bathe in them.
Hot tamales, number 3. Skittles, number 2. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, number 1 on the candy list.
The most trouble I ever got in my life is when I snuck to a Circle
Hold on,
K.
you're back from the dead over here? Oh, well, hey.
With the circus peanut story.
Let's welcome Roxanne back with a circus peanut story. Let's go.
So
Circus penis?
Yeah, circus peanuts.
Oh, you said that.
A big bag of circus penis.
I snuck and walked by myself on busy Curlew Road to like a Circle K or 7-Eleven just to buy circus peanuts because I loved them. And my mom caught me and I was grounded for like a month because that's a dangerous road.
That's a good story. You were walking on a busy highway looking for a bag of peanuts?
She needed peanuts so bad she started to walk.
She's like, oh my, just walking the streets.
This was up in Clearwater?
Yeah. It was Curlew, so it was like Dunedin, Palm Harbor. Yeah.
Watch out for Vice, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, if you're walking the street.
Man, what are you doing in the streets? I was looking for some
Speaking of candy.
Yes.
Speaking of candy, and this is on a much more serious note, 70 million very popular candies sold at Walmart and Five Below are being recalled because of a choking hazard. Do you know about this?
Dude, have you ever been to a Five Below?
I have not. I've been in plazas that have Five Below stores, but I have never.
If you have,
is that out of the ordinary that I've never been in a Five Below? Am I in the minority of not being at a Five Below store? I've never been in a Five Below store.
For MJ, that's not odd. For the unwashed masses, of which I am a member of.
Stop it. Well, no.
It is.
Well, certainly unwashed. Unwashed on you is very accurate.
Us commoners, we've been to Five Belows. MJ, that's why I had to ask if you've ever been to one.
I've never been to a Five Below.
I always get it confused. I always see a Five Below, and I think it's that drinking place where you go in and put on a parka that's really cold in Las Vegas.
It's completely different.
Well, folks, if you have this candy and you bought it at Five Below, you want to make sure that no one ends up Six Below.
Listen.
Okay?
Five Below's candy game is on point.
Really?
They've got a bunch of really unique stuff. You should go to a Five Below.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
all
look
right.
around.
You
It's
definitely should.
So I should make a special field trip? Should I do an Instagram live of me going to Five Below for the first time in my life?
What are you doing for Christmas vacation? I just think you should go to Area Five Below.
I think I'm going to be skiing. I'm going to be out west skiing.
Where's going to be about Five Below?
Hopefully it won't be Five Below, but I like a good 10 degrees. Yeah, 7 to 10 degrees is fine with me. All right, here's the deal. Candy Dynamics is recalling 2 and 3 ounce containers of its slime liquor sour rolling liquid candy due to the possibility the package's rolling ball can come loose and choke somebody. Oh my God. This is according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the CPSC. So if you have kids, they most likely have asked for the slime liquor candies at the grocery store checkout, and now more than 70 million of these are being recalled due to the possibility of a choking hazard. So Candy Dynamics is recalling 2 and 3 ounce containers of slime liquor sour rolling liquid candy because of the choking hazard of the rollerball. Dude, it's like a roll-on deodorant.
That's exactly what it's like.
This is like roll-on right guard or something.
You just roll it on your tongue.
My God, we ought to tell Froggy that it's roll-on candy and give him an actual thing of right guard or Sure deodorant roll-on. And have him get his tongue on that thing.
Right here.
I heard you say that.
I know.
How dumb do you think I am?
He's right.
Send him a note via pigeon courier.
Hey, Froggy, try this candy. Oh, you're going to love this candy.
Morse code.
Yeah, the candy was sold in blue raz, strawberry, sour apple, black cherry, And it says toxic waste or mega toxic waste also on the label. Anyway, hey, what?
What?
Candy Dynamics and other websites have sold this from June 2005 through this July? Wait a minute. They're recalling a candy roll-on toy from beginning in June of 2005?
Wouldn't that be bad?
Why did it take this long?
I mean, how
anyway.
many balls need to break out of the slime liquor before you recall it?
I'm telling you, that's crazy. Hey, folks, it's 8:50. We have the must-hear story. I'm telling you, I love today's must-hear story. Listen, I love every must-hear story for 9:10, or else I wouldn't be promoting it. But
sometimes when you say must-hear, it sounds like mustier. So it makes me think that it's like a musty, stinky story. Continue.
Anyway, so the must-hear, the gotta-hear story at 9:10 is great today, and it's coming up in the next segment. Also, this is the most ridiculous, highfalutin story that made me want to barf. Oh, speaking of barfing, do you know about the buffet barf problem? No, seriously.
You're telling me?
There's a buffet barf problem. Listen, we got a loaded segment. Folks, don't move. We are back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. So... Froggy thinks he's so cute. Froggy took me off of MJ TV yesterday, dancing around to that Jardiance commercial when we were talking about that.
Think I'm cute?
And
That was
Froggy,
a great cute video.
Froggy took some old video of Richard Simmons, like sweating to the oldies or something, and then mashed me in with Richard Simmons.
That's right.
And are you going to post this video? Is this going to be posted somewhere?
It's on Froggy MJ Radio on Instagram, the most entertaining Instagram in the room.
Hey, Andrew,
right.
can you go ahead and grab Froggy's link? So go to what is it? What is it? Froggy MJ Radio?
Yes, sir.
Go to on Instagram. It's at Froggy MJ Radio.
Yeah, it's a very fun video. I've never seen you look so joyous.
And Froggy's trying to make a hold on. He says that he hasn't seen it on there. Do you even know how to operate Instagram?
Andrew, it's my first post. Get with it.
Let me know if you
Fester
find it.
could bring it up.
Yeah. Let me know if you find. Hold on, Andrew, you don't see it?
My Instagram.
Look on Froggy's Instagram.
Yeah,
No, that's where he's
I'm
looking.
on Froggy MJ Radio.
I saw it on your Facebook account.
Is it Froggy MJ Show?
You don't even know what you're.
Hang on.
All right,
don't even know what your Instagram
why don't you
handle
get
is?
back to me when you got it straight?
Man, I forget.
All right, so no big winner in Powerball. So the jackpot was like what, 1.55 billion, and now the new jackpot for tomorrow night is going to be 1.73 billion dollars. So the big question is, I lit another $30 on fire and just burned it to bits in the parking lot. I mean, that's really what I did. So will I get lured into another? I mean, folks, the odds of winning, it's not going to happen. You are not going to win.
God, what a downer.
I'm sorry. But you're not going to win. So I don't know why I keep throwing $30 at this damn thing. But
You gotta tell yourself.
yeah, well, I am. I am telling myself.
So, MJ, let's say you hit this thing. What's in it for the three of us?
Oh, I would pay you guys out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If I won that kind of money, I'd give you each a couple of $1 million.
Yeah,
That's so
right.
nice.
Yeah. Dude, listen, if I won $1.73 billion and then the cash amount, let's say, was $800 million,
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
I would absolutely give you guys a couple of billion each.
No.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
All right. A couple billion.
I know, like, some billionaires are stingy.
Yeah, the richer you get, the more stingy you are,
Yeah.
right, MJ?
This is found money, though.
If I won this type of Powerball jackpot or Mega Millions, I would absolutely gift you guys a couple of million each.
You keep that attitude up, you're out, Froggy.
Yeah.
You're
I'll believe
out.
it when I see it.
You don't. Well, you're not going to see it because I'm not going to win Powerball. Okay,
That's the other side of it.
the odds are so poor, it's not going to happen. Again, I'll have better luck if I just take the $30 and something better. I have a greater chance of winning something by lighting money on fire in the Publix parking lot before I walk in to actually drop my $30 on the counter to get 10 quick picks with Power Play. Moving along, and I got the 9-10 must-hear story coming up in just a minute. And this is today's 9-10 must-hear story is fantastic. It's so good I might even bring it up tomorrow morning a little earlier in the show. First, though, there is a brunch vomiter policy. This is crazy. In San Francisco, I saw this. I'm like, crazy. Brunch. You know, you have a brunch buffet in some cases. This is a place in San Francisco that has, egg dishes, pancakes, mimosas are flowing all over the place. Sunday brunch, Saturday brunch, you know the drill. Well, restaurants are having to deal with patrons who are not losing their lunch, they're losing their brunch because they're getting plowed on too many, some places offer the bottomless mimosa.
They're getting so drunk they throw up their meal?
Exactly. And it's become such a problem. Listen to this. Yet dealing with patrons, this is from SF Gate. So what is that, San Francisco Chronicle? Yet dealing with patrons who lose their brunch is a reality for Bay Area restaurants offering the popular perk of bottomless mimosas, particularly since the pandemic. They're finding that diners, often ones in their early to mid-20s, are drinking too much and vomiting in their bathrooms or even right on the table. Oh my God. Can you imagine? You're at brunch at a restaurant in San Francisco and you can't even make it to the bathroom. It's like
Holy God! Ew, that's gross, dude.
My God. Can you imagine this?
No.
The burden on servers and staff to clean up after these public pukers is reaching a fever pitch.
I bet.
Making it necessary for restaurants to take precautions or even implement brunch barf cleanup fees.
It's like an Uber. If you throw up in an Uber, they ding you, right?
Listen to this. At Kitchen Story, the cheery Asian-inspired restaurant in Oakland's Rock Ridge district known for its millionaire's bacon, the bathroom sports a sign, quote, "Dear all mimosa lovers, please drink responsibly and know your limits. A $50 cleaning fee will be automatically included in your tab when you throw up in our public areas. Thank you so much for understanding." And then there's a little smiling emoji on the bottom of the sign, which is posted in the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, my God. Is that unbelievable?
Wow.
Is that problem existent here? Do we have any... All right, you know what? It's 9:11, so it's time for me to do the 9:10 must-hear story. Let me take a minute here. I'll solicit quickly, and if we don't get calls, I'll move on fast. Are you in the restaurant business? So do you manage? Do you own? Are you a server? Have you had an issue with brunch? And do places in the Tampa Bay area, do they offer the bottomless mimosa? Do we have a brunch barf problem in the Tampa Bay area? If you can tell us, confirm, deny, 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. 800-990-1047. So if you can attest to the fact that we do or do not have a brunch barfing problem locally like they're having in San Francisco, call us up. So if you're a restaurant owner, a manager, a server, and you've seen people just hurl like in the restaurant, or if you do offer the bottomless mimosas on a weekend brunch, love to hear from you. 800-990-1047. I'll just give it like 20 seconds here and see if Andrew starts screening some calls, and then we'll move on to the must-hear story, because the must-hear story is fantastic today.
I'm sure it happens at any place that has brunch, bottomless mimosas. People get there and just get lit.
Well, because, people just get into the mode, oh, man, I'm going to get my money's worth. I mean, it's not like eating like the endless plate of spaghetti. You're not, well, I mean, I guess you could hurl on that, but the alcohol clearly is going to have, effects different from food. Yes, Fester, what are you pointing at?
I found a sign.
Dude, I just read the sign on the air.
I found the sign.
I
found the sign.
Could you read it again?
No, Fester's pointing to a picture of the sign on the computer screen. I just read that exact sign and what it says.
I'm telling you, I found you the sign.
Yeah. Andrew's screening calls.
Oh, you read it.
Yeah, Andrew, let me know if we have any calls on this. Andrew's screening right now. If not, I move on to the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. Yeah, Andrew's not getting any calls on. Pass on it?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Andrew's not getting calls on. He's getting calls, but he's not getting calls on the local places with the bottomless mimosas and people barfing at brunch.
I'd love to start that trend.
So here's the 9:10 must-hear story of the day at 9:13. Just a couple minutes late. This is good for me. It's pretty much on time. Pickleball. Mm-hmm. Do you realize the problems that pickleball is causing nationwide? I read an 11-page story on pickleball and what a freaking nuisance pickleball is becoming. And you're having fights, you're having altercations, shouting matches, rules being broken. The headline caught my attention. Pickleball is wreaking havoc across the U.S., and it's only going to get worse. I'm like, what? How's pickleball wreaking havoc across the United States? Well, it is. The Post had this story and talks about the meteoric rise of pickleball just in the last couple of years. Between 2020 and 2022, 113% increase in participation, according to a 2023 Sports and Fitness Industry Association report. You compare that to tennis. Tennis is only up like 4%. And pickleball's up 113%. And the story says that the pickleball rise has caused ugly turf wars, furious noise complaints, violence, lawsuits, criminal charges potentially. Listen to this. Quote, I've had to go over to our recreational sports center and tell 70-year-old men, if you threaten to hit our sports center director with a paddle again, I'm going to kick you out, said Chuck Line, the city manager out in Glendale, Colorado. Never anticipated that his job would include lecturing senior citizens about how to play the noisy sport.
It makes so much noise. But it's a wooden paddle and a plastic ball.
But nothing has been off limits since the picklers. So that's what they call them. I didn't know this. I learned something new. So a pickleball player, you're called a pickler.
Yeah, Kelly is suing.
You know, Michelle's sister's a pickleball nut.
Thank you.
Michelle's sister's like 43.
Yeah.
44? Michelle's sister, Mandy, is all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on pickleball.
She loves the pickle.
Yeah. So this guy is having to lecture seniors. So the age demographics are all over the road. It kind of started out as like an older senior citizen game, and you still have a lot of seniors that play, but it's really moved into the 40s, the 30s, the 20s. You've got teenagers playing pickleball now. You got people that are taking off their neighborhood because they're building pickleball courts in their backyard and all the noise that's coming along with it. I heard something that somewhere in South Tampa, I heard that a neighbor is thinking about buying a house to knock it down to build a pickleball court next to it. I can't
do that.
I can't imagine that I can't imagine that zoning in the neighborhood would put up with that.
Yeah, I'm just going to build a highlight course right in my house.
Yeah. Highlight makes less noise than pickleball.
Listen to this. This story gets better. A couple of months ago, a group of fierce competitors all over the age of 60 refused to leave the Glendale, Colorado city outdoor tennis courts when asked by the maintenance staff. The courts were scheduled to be resurfaced, but the players stood their ground and yelled, "You can't make us."
What's the matter with these people?
They had to call the police to eject these people. In September, Glendale City out in Colorado ended up passing a first of its kind, according to USA Pickleball's managing director of facilities development and equipment standards, Carl Schmitz. They passed an ordinance after community tennis players grumbled that picklers had taken over the courts from dawn to dark. It is now a misdemeanor for people to bring pickleball nets onto outdoor tennis courts. They're bringing their own nets onto the city tennis courts and commandeering the tennis courts.
What happens is like the pickleball court is like a quarter of the size of a tennis court.
So you can just run it like sideways on one side of the court.
And you can see, here's an image, MJ. They have a net on wheels.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they just wheel it out there.
So now they have an ordinance. So now it's a misdemeanor to bring pickleball nets to outdoor tennis courts, to draw pickleball lines on the courts, shovel snow off them, place chairs on their surface, and they're putting up cameras. And the city passed a $1,000 fine for the picklers that show up with their little portable rolling tennis court nets or pickleball nets.
It takes up half a court. I apologize to the picklers.
All right, so half a court. Wow. So in New York City, picklers in New York have fought with parents. They're setting up courts on the children's play areas, like the Corporal John Sarah Valley Playground. Oh, I know where that is. That's in the West Village. I know exactly. So they're setting up on kids' play areas, mostly on tennis courts, but in play areas. I mean, this is nuts. You look at this. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America right now, so that's a fact. Pickleball, #1 growing sport in America.
Wow.
Mike Tarvin, a Northeast U.S. sales manager for Sportsmaster, which produces coatings used for sports surfaces, including official pickleball courts, has been in sales for his company for 25 years. And he said in the last 3 years, every phone call he gets is, I want to convert my tennis court to pickleball. Or I'm looking to put up new pickleball courts at my location. Can you help me?
From 100 feet away, a pickleball whack, when you whack the pickle, is 70 decibels.
And that's part of this. Listen to this. In March, the Association of Pickleball Professionals reported that an estimated 48 million adult Americans had played pickleball at least once in the past year. It was widely viewed as a mostly game among senior citizens, but the average age for a player is now 35. The average pickleball player is millennial now, 35 years old. But here we go with the noise.
Yeah.
The pickleball causes more noise and more of a racket, no pun intended, than other racket sports.
Oh, really?
The hard paddle. Oh, that got Roxanne's eyes up. The hard paddle. I'm kidding.
You're talking about pickles and hard paddles and 35-year-old men.
The hard paddle and perforated plastic ball used to play the game make a louder, impulsive noise, as acoustical engineers call them, which can travel over longer distances than noise from tennis balls and rackets. Yeah. Dozens of lawsuits have been filed across the country against homeowners associations and municipalities because of noise problems. Wow. On Cape Cod, there's an injunction barring pickleball at certain outdoor courts. Anyway, the story goes on. It's an 11-page story. Pickleball. I mean, you got like senior citizens threatening people. Hey, you got to stop this. We'll kill you. I mean,
in Canada, they had a hunger strike on pickleball courts because they considered it torture to hear that constant smacking every couple of seconds.
That is insane. All right. When we get back, we got to talk about gas station heroin. You know about this?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So it's being called gas station heroin.
I told you a couple weeks ago when I saw, it was a while ago that it happened. I saw people who I suspected were doing heroin in the bathroom at a gas station.
A little different.
Yeah.
Wait, Dude, I might have a story about that if it's what I think you're talking about.
All right, well, hold on.
We are heroin heavy next segment.
We have a lot of stuff to get to. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is coming up in minutes. The final segment, and I usually consider the final segment to be the best of the day. And it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. That and a whole lot more. So the gas station heroin and a lot more is on the way in just a matter of moments. Of the MJ Morning Show, 9:30 exactly here on a Tuesday. Froggy, did you ever find out whether your video mashup mocking me dancing around during the Guardians deal and mashing me up with Richard Simmons, did you ever figure out, is it on your social media?
Yes, it's on Froggy MJ Radio.
Right, so why
first post?
Why couldn't Andrew find it then?
Well,
because Andrew's a hump.
Yeah, he's not a terribly bright man.
I'm just kidding. Andrew. It's on.
Andrew's a
no,
he might be on Froggy MJ Show. Which
you don't
is
even know the
one.
name of your own
Froggy MJ Radio. Follow me, everybody.
Anyway, so this all stemmed from yesterday's program where I was talking about a commercial that Michelle always turns off. And Michelle cannot hit the mute button on the TV remote control fast enough when the BK Have It Your Way remake, all those where it sounds like the dude's making up the stuff as he goes along.
Right.
Park your car in the lot and come in for a burger, and we have lettuce and we'll put it on a bun. BK, have it your way. You rule! You know, Michelle hates those commercials. And I said, hey, guess which commercial? And Fester blurted out, oh, the Guardians commercial.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell.
I'm like, nope, not that one. I kind of like this one.
Right? And then the dancing kicks in.
Yeah.
Guardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar.
All right, anyway, so that's the Guardians commercial. It's not that.
Yeah, I've already got 20 comments, and people love it.
When we played this yesterday, I started dancing around like an idiot.
Well, like the Guardians performers.
Exactly. I'm dancing around like the Guardians commercial, and Froggy took video of me and mashed it up with Richard Simmons. So now I'm sweating to the oldies.
And don't take it as last.
Where can people see the video, Froggy?
Or insulin may cause blood
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
Check out the video on Froggy MJ Radio. It's really funny and you'll like it.
Did she say that Jardians is really swell? It's the little pill with the big story to tell?
You got to rhyme tell with something. So I posted it on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page, linking back to Froggy's Instagram, where you can give him a follow.
Thank you, sir.
You can join 1,800 of the happiest people in the world.
Andrew,
all of Froggy's followers.
Andrew, did you find it now? Do you know what it is? Did you post it on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show? Is it posted there yet? Yeah. So go ahead and grab Froggy's link to Instagram.
It's very popular.
And post the mashup of me dancing around to the Jardians commercial with Froggy's Richard Simmons mashup, and post that. Put the link to his Instagram also on mjmorningshow.com. Oh, it is there. Okay. Well, you tell me that. You're like I'm speaking, like Mongolian over here or something. All right. So it's up on mjmorningshow.com and As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. So there you have it. Gas station heroin.
Can I take a guess at this?
Well, hang on. We'll get to that in a second. The gas stations and like the little smoke shops, I mean, they've been dodging stuff for years. And you know what's happened is you have a supplement or a chemical or some type of a chemical composition, and it'll be outlawed, but then like they'll change one ingredient and then the law's obsolete.
It's like the salvia days.
Yeah, like exactly.
Or the K2 days.
That's what I was thinking of. Salvia, K2, spice. Look, Froggy, you just rattle these off.
I remember.
Like his ABCs over here.
He knows them all.
He does.
So the latest now, and the headline that I saw, this is from Channel 8. Gas station heroin, THCO products seized from Florida businesses in 27 counties. Gas station heroin and the THCO products have been seized from more than 50 Florida businesses, multi-day inspection, 27 counties, according to the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Inspectors took 653 packages of tianapatine, also known as gas station heroin, from businesses in Lee and Orange counties, according to the Florida Department of Agriculture.
What is that? Tianapatine?
It's TIANEPT. I'm just going to call it Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
All right. Or gas station heroin.
I'm sure it's made not too far.
It's Tianapatine. You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they took 1,272 packages of THC-O products, found that businesses here in Hillsborough, Pasco, Polk, Clay, Highlands, Leon, Miami-Dade, and Seminole counties. Inspectors either took the items or placed them under stop sale orders to prevent them from being sold to consumers, according to the press release. But, you know, we have a history of this in the state, and I'm sure around the country as well, where they come up with these products, these supplements, these like drugs that slide under regulatory radar, and they're sold until either a law is passed and then they got to stop selling them, but then they change the ingredient by one thing. It's like, trying to keep ahead of these supplement products that mimic and emulate illegal scheduled drugs in many cases.
Dude, I was at the gas station getting a 5-hour energy the other day. I only buy the healthy stuff at the gas station.
Right. Okay. Like the health food aisle.
There's a guy in front of me, and he was like, let me get 12 of those. And I was like,
12 of what?
I couldn't see what he was buying.
Yep.
So he bought like 12 little vials or something. And I go, what the hell did that guy just buy 12 bottles of? And it was something called Kratom.
Kratom,
I've heard about that.
Oh, yeah. So
what is that? That's like, this dude must have been like.
Well, let me tell you right now, I had a story in our pile. And, hey, Fester, maybe you can find this. Do a Google on Kratom. Here, I'm going to give you some search terms. Okay. Kratom is Kratom.
Got it.
And if you see a lot of the smoke shops, they have signs in the window that say Kratom here.
Yeah.
Kratom. And, Fester, so you have Kratom?
Yep.
Mother dead family warning. I saw a story recently, and I had it in the pile to talk about this probably a month ago because here we go. There it is. Bring up that story. Boynton Beach man. Here we go. This is from Florida. This is from Channel 12, which is WPEC television. That's CBS over in West Palm. You know who used to work there? Susie Colbert.
Oh, did she really?
When I was working in West Palm, before I came over to the Power Pig in '94, when I was working in West Palm, Susie Colbert was like just weekend sports, like Green, fresh out of college or whatever. Or that was one of her first jobs was weekend sports on Channel 12 in West Palm. So listen, give me the headline. Scroll up. A Boynton Beach family's tragedy sparks warning about hidden dangers of kratom.
What is that stuff?
Kratom is a widely available herbal supplement that millions of Americans use. It is easy to buy in some shops, gas stations, or online. However, the unregulated supplement has come under scrutiny recently due to potential dangers. A Boynton Beach family was awarded $11 million in a wrongful death lawsuit this week after their mother died from drinking kratom tea in 2021. Let me see when the story was published. All right, so this was from July 28th of 2023. This is just a couple of months ago that this story happened here in Florida. They got 11. That was the story. 11. So maybe I had it in my pile over a month ago.
So back to the
$11 million settlement because the kratom killed mommy.
Back to the gas station heroin.
Yeah.
Ashley Moody, the Attorney General for the state of Florida.
Yeah.
She's rendered it illegal to have, and it's already illegal in every state that you would associate with meth and cheap over-the-counter drugs. Like Alabama, Georgia, Indiana.
What do you mean cheap over-the-counter drugs? Over-the-counter drugs are legal.
Okay. Or over-the-counter.
No,
like
you're not using the proper term.
Okay.
Over-the-counter drug is like going to Walgreens and buying a Tylenol.
So when you think of these gas station drugs,
that's not an over-the-counter drug.
Jesus Christ.
No, Fester. You go ahead. I'm just trying to clarify so you don't give erroneous data out.
What, get sued by CVS?
Maybe Cajun Fester knows.
No, I don't want you. I don't want you to confuse the listener with over-the-counter drug. Over-the-counter drug is just like a cough syrup.
Did I say over-the-counter gas station drug or a gas station drug? No, it doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
All these hillbilly meth states already have it illegal, and Florida's just catching up. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not invested in the story at all. What's it called? Tiananmen
Square.
Tiananmen Square is already banned in several states, including when you think of redneck, toothless, meth druggies. It's Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Mississippi, Ohio, and Tennessee. Those are like the breadbasket of American meth heads, and those states have already illegal this.
They've already illegal.
I did that deliberately.
What is going on with
that deliberately?
All right, so in the final minutes of the MJ Morning Show.
Oh, in the final minutes, I had to leave. I just booked an appointment with HR.
Okay, all right.
She is so
HR
pissed.
puffing stuff.
She is so pissed.
Listen.
We don't even have an HR here, but they're creating one just for this meeting.
Listen to this. How?
Oh.
Quadruple... Take two. Quadruple amputee sought in Florida after his parents are killed. A quadruple amputee killed his parents.
What did he do? Steamroll them to death with his body?
Like I said, how?
He smothered them?
All right, let me share this. This is out of Orlando, and this is making like national news now. Florida guy who lost parts of all 4 limbs is being sought as a person of interest in the shooting deaths of his parents earlier this week.
Wait.
Say what? Sean Petrosino, 30, is believed to be armed and dangerous. No, apparently he's not armed.
All right.
He's a quadruple amputee.
Okay, so a common mistake with these quadruple amputees is that the entire limb is removed. While that's the case in some things, I have to see a picture of this guy. I mean, I would by definition be an amputee if I lost a pinky.
So when did this, Andrew, when did this happen originally?
I'm finding a story on Daily Mail from 2015.
I mean, is this guy just a torso?
Quadruple amputee. I have to see a picture.
Is this story old that I stumbled upon? Yeah, if I stumbled across, is this an? Yeah, you know what? It's an older story.
Fester.
Oh no, that's Memphis. That's another story.
If this guy's in a pool, what do you call him?
That's another story.
I know all those jokes.
Yeah.
I know every one of them.
I mean, this is maybe it is the same story. I don't know.
I typed in Petrozzini. I typed in the name.
Yeah, all right. So maybe it's an old story, but it's resurfacing for some reason. So, but how do you shoot your parents if you're a quadruple amputee? That's what I want to know.
I have to see a picture of the guy.
Man, that's nuts. It happened. It happened like 2015 or 20. Dude, but for some reason, the story's coming back around again.
Sean Petrozzini shot and killed himself Monday.
Is that what it is?
How? What's happening?
We need a little more research on this story.
Oh, someone sent me the link.
MJ, what'd you do?
I think it's
the wife of a limbless man accused. An accused killer says she'll always love her best friend after he shot himself dead while on the run following murdering his parents.
You know what?
According to the Daily News from 10 years ago.
Somebody sent me a very old story. Son of a
10 years ago.
You've been had.
You know what? I usually don't make that mistake. I usually check the dates on everything.
In other news,
I guess I didn't check the date on this thing.
Barack Obama will be at the Strawberry Festival this year as he finishes up his second term as president.
I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Never mind.
Wow.
But it doesn't change I'm still fascinated.
Questions remain.
How does a quadruple amputee shoot his parents and then ultimately he shot himself?
So tell me, what do you call him if he's in a pool?
Bob.
I know them all. I know them all. What do you call him in the pool? What do you call him in a pile of leaves?
Yeah, Russell.
What do you call? Okay, hold on. What do you call him 2 weeks later?
Mulch.
Pete.
Okay.
All right. What do you call a one-legged woman leaning against the wall?
Eileen.
Okay. What do you call an Asian?
No,
Stop.
You're an idiot. Are you nuts?
What is wrong?
Those are the jokes. I don't write the jokes. I didn't make these up.
Time to go. Time to go.
Yeah. Or lying at the front door of the house.
Call him Matt. That's right.
All right. Oh, man, I can't believe I dug up a story that's 10 freaking years old to end the program. What a son of a
loser.
All right, listen, you can't win them all. Hey, my track record's pretty good. All right, we got to roll. Oh, let's give away a pair of tickets to Party on the Plaza at the Mahaffey Theater featuring No Filter. I think I need a better filter for that past story. All right, so caller 21 right now, 800-990-1047. If you call 21, you got tickets to Party on the Plaza at Mahaffey Theater. Caller 21, good luck from the MJ Morning Show on Q105. If you need to get a hold of me, folks, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. That's MJ at MJMorningshow.com. That's my private personal email. Or check out my Instagram. Give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. Also, the video of Fester driving me home yesterday and hurling me all around the inside of his car. People seem to find it funny. On Instagram, give me a follow. Check it out. Certified MJ Radio. Folks, have a great day, and let's be careful out there.